All right. What guys? Hope everyone is having an awesome Monday. Please let me know as usual if you guys can hear me. It's kind of gloomy today, actually. So I'm doing the live stream today a little bit later than normal because my normal client on Monday morning moved their time a little bit. I don't know if they will keep this time, so we'll see what happens. But I may be able to do the live streams a little bit later, which I think may be better for you guys. So we'll see what happens. Please let me know if you guys can hear me because I don't want to just be talking to myself. But today we're gonna be doing a Nar Antlers. What is up, dude? Good morning. Can you hear me, by the way? Just checking that that you can hear me. That sounds perfect. Oh, the timing is good. Awesome. Okay, so I'm guessing that means you can hear me too. So that's good. Okay, cool. Yeah. So today we are doing wave 3 for our favorite aspect best deck list for every single hero. We did wave 1 of the other weeks in the core set here, and then we did wave 2 for another one, and then we're doing wave 3 here. So that's gonna be the Guardians wave. I had a little bit of trouble making that thumbnail for the Guardians wave. Ninja Lance, thank you for letting me know that you guys can hear. Epic Beowulf, welcome to the chat. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too, man. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Some of the heroes I'm excited for. I think I have more feelings on these Guardian heroes than I did for Wave 2. Like what I was saying last week, I think Wave 2 is probably one of the weaker waves in terms of like, for like me personally, like vibing with those characters. But Wave 3 here, I think they have some really good aspect hooks, and I think they're pretty standout as well. So I'm excited. What the heck? Someone's wrong with my phone here. All right, so let me just get that. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh man, my voice is going crazy right now. Let's add on some tabs. How do we, oh man, how do we add? I always forget this when I do Google Docs here. I think I can right click here. Okay, insert row below. Okay, there we go. Let's put on some rows here. Insert. We're gonna do six more heroes, I believe. Okay, so we got Raccoon. Oh, what am I doing? It's been a minute since we live streamed. Okay, I gotta get the keyboard out so you guys don't hear the typing as well. I know a lot of people did not like just the noise, how close the keyboard is on the laptop. So sorry about that, guys. Forgot to do that. Okay, hopefully that's better. Let's see. Narayler says, or Epic Beowulf says, let's see what of the Guardians wave is best as the pool aspect. Ooh, oh yeah, I know. Big pool aspect lovers, Epic Beowulf and Nar Antlers here. Nar Antlers says Gamora with cut upper. Yeah, cut upper is definitely a auto include, I think, for Gamora. That's just a really good card for her. Let's just go ahead and take a look at cut upper actually. So actually we can probably pull up more CDP here. So if you guys don't know how Gamora works, she's able to include attack events and throw events from any aspect in her deck. And I think that every single time I'm playing Gamora, I always include Cut Upper because it's one of the best attack events. Like I don't even think Aggression has an attack event like on this level. So 3-cost event, here I should attack, do 5 damage to enemy, and you stun the enemy. I'm just super solid there for an aspect card, right? This is like almost the strength of a identity specific card, right? If we look at Captain America's, what's Captain America's card called? Oh man, Captain America. What is that card, guys? Super Heroic Strike. Yeah. What's you guys saying? Let's see. Alexi says, good morning. Good afternoon. It's morning here. Good afternoon to you. Ebeo says, I think the most clear hero for today is Rocket Raccoon. I'm not sure what you mean by the most clear hero. But yeah, let's take a look at a Heroic Strike here. So, I mean, this is Captain America, who is, you know, considered one of the stronger heroes in Marvel Champions, and he has a 3-cost attack event, do 6 damage to enemy. You need to pay for with the physical kicker, which, you know, is pretty easy for Captain America, but you need that kicker to stun the enemy. And he'll get cut upper. I mean, wait. Oh, I never shared the tab. Sorry, guys. Man, I'm not. Sorry, guys. I'm a little not into it right now. I don't. I'm like not focused right now. Let me try to get a little bit more focus here. Beowulf says the most clear aspect is 100% repurpose protection for Rocket. Ooh, I'll see what you guys think. I think there's 2 really strong aspects for Rocket. I think it's either going to be protection repurpose, like what you're saying, or like a bring it aggression build, leaning more into his hero ability. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys because I'm pretty tied up on which one I think is better for Rocket. So I'll talk about it, show some points, and see what you guys are saying. But yeah, a heroic strike here, like I was saying, 3-cost attack event, do 6 damage to enemy. You need to pay a physical kicker to stun enemy. And then we look at cut upper here, which is aspect card. So normally, aspect cards are not as good. But this is just 3 costs, 5 damage, get the stun. So like pretty much like on par with heroic strike, because heroic strike needs that physical kicker. You don't need a kicker for cut upper. So like if you could include this card with Gamora, and the cool thing about Gamora is that if you are including this, with her, let's share Gamora. If you're including this with her skilled tactician, this ability right here, you can include 6 attack and authority events in your deck, other than your chosen aspect. She's not declaring pool as her aspect, so you don't need to include the Crisis of Infinite Deadpools whenever you put the cut upper, which is really nice. So good shout outs from Nora Antlers there. I think I always include that with Gamora. Alexi says, I prefer aggression with him. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And leaning to overkill, no core. Yeah, that's definitely also a really fun build with Rocket. I think it's pretty. I mean, he's so cool because he has like 2 very distinct hooks, right? Like with protection and with aggression. So that's very interesting with him. But purpose is probably better than true solo. Yeah, maybe. I think it's also scenario dependent. Like I think maybe I could definitely see scenarios where purpose is better, and there's also a lot of scenarios where the aggression build is better. Just because like if you face like Ultron, I mean, even I don't know. I think Ultron just a tougher scenario for Rocket. I think because he's tanky and then he has a lot of minions versus like I mean, because Rocket's so squishy, and then the Ultron drones attack you first before you get to attack them. But I think like on a regular like minion slaying scenario, Rocket might be better with aggression, even in True Soul. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and let's take a look at some Rocket decks, guys. So I think it's either going to be aggression. Whoops. Why is that? I'm not using the right keyboard. Okay, it's either going to be aggression or protection. And we will do a poll in a little bit, but I want to go through some points here for the decks. So, okay, let's do decklist. And then we're going to look up Rocket Raccoon. Okay. All right. So let's do protection. I don't think I have any published decks. So you guys have any, feel free to let me know. But it's going to be repurposed, right? That's going to be like, if we're doing protection, it's got to be repurposed. So let's see what the, let's do like the most. Should we do, let's do popularity, because I want kind of more of a recent deck as well. Okay, so we got repurpose. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. We got energy shields. I like that a lot. Yeah, because this card I think helps Rocket a lot as well to help prevent less damage, because he's super squishy with only the 9 hit points there. So I like energy shield. Also, you can repurpose it for free. No energy barriers though. I kind of like energy barrier, but I'm not like stuck on it. Like I think it can still be good without it, but I do like energy barriers with Rocket as well. Got the side holster here for all of his weapon upgrades that are restricted. We have the ops room. Okay. Just to help him thwart, I guess. So we have, I think these are all guardians here, right? Guardian allies, yeah, for nowhere. So that's a cool like protection guardian deck with nowhere. Epic Beowulf says, by the way, do not give me any detail. I don't need it. But do you know if Nelson's okay? I haven't heard from him on a long time. No communication at all. I mean, I think he's okay. I saw that he went to one of the events. I think it was a Step into Portal event. So I think he went to that. And then I believe he said that he's just like kind of busy with like stuff right now. But I believe that he definitely does plan on coming back. And then I saw on I think D20 stream, D20 was talking about that he was talking to Nelson and that he is fine. Yeah. So yeah, I think Nelson's fine. I think he's just maybe taking a break because like busy, you know, just like life stuff. But yeah, I think he should be coming back soon, hopefully. Yeah. Um but yeah, I don't know. I think this deck is pretty cool. I think this is definitely one of the cooler decks. I like the Flora and Fauna with Groot and keeping Groot in play with Energy Shield. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What Shake It Off here can give Tufts to any Guardian character too. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool repurpose builder. It's not super repurpose. It's kind of like just, you know, a little bit of repurpose with Energy Shields and then Rockets, like, you know, own cards with the battery packs, with this particle cannon, you know, rocket launcher, stuff like that, and also going into like a Guardian type build. So I think this is actually a really cool deck. So this would be, okay, let's put this in honorable mention. So this would be like the protection list that we have here. And let's go over an aggression list. But yeah, I mean, if you guys don't know about Rocket Raccoon, you know, with his alter ego ability here, Tinkering, you choose in this card tech upgrade you control, and you can draw 2 cards. And here he has a bunch of tech upgrades with like the battery pack is a, you know, tech upgrade, the skeleton is a tech upgrade, the particle can's a tech upgrade, rocket launcher, the pistol, thruster booster, all like tech upgrades, right? But then like Energy Shield's also a tech upgrade. So actually, oh, I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, you tinker, you discard tech upgrade control. So you play Energy Shield, it's free to play, 0 cost, and you immediately tinker it. So like this is kind of like the main card here that's gonna like pop the deck off. And you got the Guardians that you can keep alive, especially I saw here, like we want to try to keep Groot alive because of Flora and Fauna for the team of card. This is a really cool deck actually. NB, welcome to the chat. What is up, man? Hope you're doing well. Beowulf says, who is your favorite hero from this wave? Ooh, let's take a look at the heroes again. Oh wait, what the heck? Was I not sharing the tab, guys? Oh man, I meant I was talking about the deck list here. I don't think I shared the tab. Okay, let's take a look back. Let me put on the heroes. So we got Rocket, we got Groot. Oh, we said wrong keyboard again. Man, I can't remember to use the right keyboard. We got Rocket, we got Groot. Got Star-Lord. Probably Star-Lord, I would say. Who else? We got Gamora. Oops. Gotta do capital. We got Venom. And we got Drax. Yeah, I think Star-Lord is my favorite hero this wave. Oh, Adam Warlock is probably my favorite Guardian. He's not in this wave, huh? Yeah, he's in the next wave with Spectrum and the Magpie Shadow. Yeah, probably Star-Lord, I think. I don't know if Star-Lord, if I like Warlock more than Star-Lord. Like they're kind of, I think when I first started playing, I like Star-Lord more. And then when I play more Warlock, I like Warlock more. And then recently I've been liking Star-Lord a lot as well. So I don't know. Definitely of these heroes here, I think Star-Lord's my favorite. Yeah, I mean, Groot's fun too, but he's dropped a little bit for me. And then he's like, you know, raised back as well. But yeah, okay. So for Rocket here, okay, so we have a pretty cool protection build here, right? Like Tinkering, you know, you choose this card tech upgrade control, draw 2 cards. You have all tech upgrades here, and Energy Shield is like the best tech upgrade because it's 0 cost. So you play Energy Shield, you tinker immediately, you can draw 2 cards, so you get like, you know, a +1 to that, which is like pretty powerful. So I think this is like the only thing that you're really like focusing on with the added techs, because Rocket by himself already has enough techs. And you can repurpose any one of these techs to like really pop off, you know, this card tech upgrade you control, ready up your hero and get. Yeah, I want to say this is the best deck. This is a really cool deck. I really like this deck. Holy cow, guys. This is a really cool deck. Let's look through some aggression decks for Rocket. But I feel like that's the deck I'm going with personally. We'll see if there's an aggression deck that I think is as cool as that. We did get some new aggression cards actually, so we might see some cool stuff here. Okay, so I think we gotta have Bring It. And then we gotta have, let's do aggressive conditioning, because +3 hit points for Rocket Raccoon. That's always gonna be good. I think he needs that. So let's see what decks have this. Only one deck here. Let's see. Beefed up Rocket Raccoon. Evan Beowulf says Gamora and Drax are 2 of the heroes I don't have since the start in 2025. Are Gamora and Rocket, are they, like, hard to get nowadays? I mean, Gamora and Drax. 'Cause I think Gamora, I think you can still get, I could have sworn I saw Gamora in a couple places. Let me see here. Let's see. I can share. Let me see here. Okay. So I have like a little like store thing on my channel, and yeah, like it just like the two here, like Gamora and Drax are here. So are you talking about, oh, right. You're outside the US. Oh yeah, I don't know what the shipping is. The shipping's probably brutal. Oh man. Yeah, because I think these are still, yeah, these can be bought right now at Walmart if you're in the States. Not in store. Walmart doesn't have the packs in store, but you can ship them to you by online. Dang, okay. Sorry to hear that, man. Um, dang, okay. Yeah. How do we, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I mean, personally, I mean, the community loves Drax. I'm not a big Drax fan just because I feel like I think that what he does is very unique, and I appreciate the design. I always talk about how I appreciate his design, but I think that he's a little bit undertuned for me. And I think that when he gets rolling, it's nice. I think he's more of a multiplayer hero as well. But we look at like Hercules. I mean, Hercules, I think it's also like a big multiplayer hero, but he can do his thing in true solo. So like, I don't know. That's a really cool thing about Hercules. Okay, so we got a aggression deck here for a Rocket. We got some Bring Its. We got, oh, Firepower is pretty cool. Exhaust weapon upgrades, and then like a lot of his upgrades, you don't want to exhaust that actual turn because you remove a charge counter from it. And then even when you're out of charge counters, they're still readied up because they don't come in with uses, right? So you guys don't know how Rocket works. This comes in with 3 charge counters on it, but when there's no more charge counters, it still stays in play for Rocket to tinker or to exhaust with the firepower. So I actually like this a lot here. This is actually, shouts to these 2 decks. This is a really cool deck here for Rocket as well. You got hand cannons, so a lot of restricted cards, but you got the side holster. You have the endurance and the aggressive conditioning to really buff up his hit points, in addition to his skeleton. So you get up to like, what's that, 18 life? So yeah, we definitely want to get 18 life with Rocket because, you know, swishy. And yeah, this is a really cool build. I really like the firepower here. So okay, this would be the aggression deck that I'll shout out. So we got an aggression deck and a protection deck here. What do you guys think is the better deck? So let's do a poll here. So best aspect for Rocket, Raccoon, and I think it has to be either protection or aggression. I don't think the other ones are close enough. I'm kind of leaning towards that protection deck, to be honest. So let me pull up the protection deck for you guys again. So like this deck I think is really cool. Like it's about keeping Groot in play with the energy shield. But energy shield by itself is already just such a cool card for Rocket because you can tinker it immediately, and then draw 2 cards, right? You can discard it in Alter Ego and draw 2 cards, and it's free to play. And you got like a Flora and Fauna here to get charge counters on Rocket's upgrades. Playing team cards are just fun and cool, and it's very interesting and strong here. Beowulf says the other heroes are Doctor Strange, Captain. Oh yeah, those guys are tough. Thor and War Machine. Everything else, gotcha. Yeah, those are the tougher ones. I didn't know Thor was tougher to get right now in like a lot of the states. Matthew says Gamora is 42 euros in UK. Yeah, that's pretty hefty. 42 euros isn't I don't know. Yeah, it's still like I don't know if this is a hot take. I would say 42 euros I think is fair for a better hero. I'm just not a huge Gamora fan. Like 42 euros for like Captain America, Strange, you know, Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops. I think that's cool. I don't know if I want Gamora for that because I feel like Gamora. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Gamora's mechanics in Marvel Champions. I know a lot of people say she's a really good like hero for beginners, but I don't know. I think beginners should focus on building out because that's like a consistent way to play. Um, like I think rushing can sometimes be even more difficult than building out. So yeah. Venom, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I'm late. I'm going to throw a curveball and say justice. Oh, justice for Rocket. Do you have a justice build to shout out here? Because I don't mind taking a look at a justice build for Rocket here. Because Rocket, I mean, first thing that I think about for justice, think fast. Rocket, it has Rocket's picture on it. I think it's a really good card for Guardians too. So, Alexa says, WWF, that's pounds, not heroes. Jokes, it's okay. Oh, do we say it's pounds? Is it different? I am uncultured, guys. So you guys gotta let me know. It's pound. So do we say 42 pounds? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let me think. I've never been to the UK. Yeah, I've been to Europe before, where they use euros. So maybe it's pounds. Can you let me know? Is it pounds in Britain and then euros everywhere else? Okay, yeah, it says it's pounds in Britain and then euros. Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't. That's kind of new information. I think I literally thought that like until just now, like I know of pounds, I know of euros, but I think I thought they were the same. I think that I thought that UK people in the UK just called euros pounds maybe, but like euros applies to everything. Is it the same conversion rate on those? Am I tripping? Yeah, because I know that euros are worth a little bit more than dollars, so I don't know if pounds are the same. Let me see what's going on. Matthew says Drax used on eBay UK for 15 pounds. Okay, that's a pretty good deal, guys. If you guys like need to get Drax, I feel like that's pretty solid. 15 pounds is kind of like retail price, I think, for Drax. So I feel like that's a really good deal. Thank you, Matthew, for the shout outs there. Venom says it's a spreadsheet link rather than CDB. Yeah. If you wanna shoot that somewhere, I don't know if I'll be able to see it, but is a way for me to like open it, then I'm definitely down to take a look at it here on stream. Beowulf says Rocket Turbo Draw sounds fun. I just haven't tried. Okay, I take a look at that Turbo Draw deck in a second. Minimum says pounds quit the Queen's best. I don't even know that's a joke. That's the one over my head if it is. Alexi says slightly different conversion rate. 42 pounds is around 50 euros. Oh snap! Oh okay. 42 pounds is about 50. So pounds is like worth even more than euros. So okay, so 42 pounds is actually quite expensive then, right? Because that's maybe like what, $60 or like a little bit more than that. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little bit tough then. Okay, so Drax is 15 pounds. So that might be a little bit over a retail price then. Matthew says, I paid 100 pounds for each Captain America Wolverine. Yeah, sorry, dude. But I'm glad you got them. And 70 pounds for Cyclops. Dang, like I'm trying to get the conversion rate here, but let me just look at the conversion rate, guys. Just wrong keyboard. Pounds of dollars. So 1 pound is like $1.30. So like 100 pounds is like $130. Yeah, I mean that's not. I don't know how much they're going over in the UK, but yeah, in America, yeah, it's kind of tough. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you got them. Those guys are pretty nice that you got Captain America, Wolverine, and Cyclops. Those are like the three like big ones that I think of all the odd print heroes. Those are my three favorite ones. We have Strange, but I don't think I like Strange as much as these guys. Matthew says, yeah, for 2 pounds, yeah. Okay, so what are you guys voting here? You guys voted 62% protection, 38% aggression. Okay, so protection winning out here. Yeah, I think I'm totally fine with that. I agree. Like this protection deck for Rocket, super duper fun. Yeah, I think I mean here he has like the hooks in protection with you know all of his tech upgrade because he wants those tech upgrades. But I think that this build, man, this is so cool. Like huge shots to this deck list right here. Cause yeah, we'll take a look at it again. I think this is, I mean, I built Rocket decks before. This deck is definitely the coolest way to play Rocket, I think. And it's very updated, right? Because it has energy shoots. So I think energy shoot, you got, I really want to try this deck actually, guys. With energy shield, because like it's like every effect off of it, it's so good for Rocket, right? If nothing else, you just equip it to Rocket, and you just immediately tinker it, draw extra cards, right? If it's a free card for you to play, you play it on Rocket, you can prevent damage to him so he doesn't die because he's super squishy. And then you can also equip this to Groot and just keep him alive infinitely. Groot's giving you so much value with his 6 hit points anyways. You know, two attack, 1 thwart, and you can Flora and Fauna for the Tiamat card as well. Get extra counters on Rocket's upgrades and Ray the upgrade as well. So like, I mean, so much synergy there, so much like funness there. I don't know. Like I think this card works with Groot here, right? I think, I mean, I might probably take this card out, I guess. I feel like it's not necessary. Like, I feel we got enough going on with energy shoots on Groot to, like, just keep him alive. Because we got a lot of energy resources in the deck, too. Yeah, we got, like, majority energy here. Maybe I would still put in energy bears. I'm not sure. But, I mean, this deck is super duper cool. So I would highly recommend this deck, guys. If you guys are looking for a Rocket Raccoon deck, this deck looks awesome. Venom says, I don't think the link works in chat, so I'll post it in YouTube community. Awesome. Okay, I can take a look at it right now in YouTube community. Yeah, I don't know why. I wish YouTube just let you post links or let like people other than me post links. I'll take a look at the community tab here. So, man, quick thing about the community tab, guys. I don't get notifications. So, like, if you guys, let me go back a little bit. So, like, basically, there's like a community tab, like right here, that you can click on my channel, and then you can post stuff here. Like, you guys can make posts, but I don't get notifications when people like when you make a post here. So I see like a Menno made the post right here. I don't get a notification. So like I just check them like kind of periodically, but some days I always forget to check it. I'd be like, holy cow, there are like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 posts. I just missed off of it. Because I get notification if you like reply to my comment here. So I get notification for that, but I don't get notification for like the actual thing here. So let's see. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Is it because there's a link? I don't know why YouTube's so stingy with links. Yeah, I think I'm not seeing it still. Oh yeah, can you? I mean, I've seen people post links though on this, so I'm not sure why it's not working. You could send it to my email too. That's Web-Warrior Fanatic at gmail.com, and then I can open it there. Iron Stark, welcome to the chat. Sometimes it's helpful to repurpose energy shield for the moments you need it. Well, need it red. Yeah, and I feel it's just super good value because Rocket can, Thor for potentially 3, attack for potentially 2 once he gets his upgrades out. So like you just play that repurpose. It's like a 0 cost ready if you're repurposing energy shield, right? So I mean, it makes basically like 1 cost, right? Because energy shield is also a card. So like 1 effective resource for that, right? Or 2 effective resources, right? So it's kind of like a 1 cost card, but like that's a pretty good ready, and you can throw for 3 potentially with Rocket. Matthew says about $120. Yeah, you're saying for Captain America Wolverine. Yeah, I just wish they just need to revisit those heroes quickly, guys, because we need that for new players that are jumping in. Eveo says there's such a weird wave, both heroes and villains. Really? I think this wave is pretty cool. I thought last wave was kind of weird. Like wave 2, I'm just a big hater of wave 2, guys. I think wave 2 is just kind of bland. But I feel like all the heroes here have like some nice type of like decks and stuff. Venom says, darn it, you can take my word for it. Yeah, so actually let's take a look at let's try to find a justice build. So I know that yours is not published, I think you said, but we can try to see if we can find something. So I think fast. Let's see a deck here with think fast, and I can shout it out too if it's like a cool deck. Let's see. There's not a lot. Ooh, let's look at Vin Theory deck. That would be fun. Let's see. Bayo says wave 2 rocks. Wave 2, yeah. I think everyone is I mean we all got our own opinions. I think wave 2 has some cool heroes. I think Ant-Man's fun. I think Spider-Woman can be unique with the aspect cards. I'm just not a big fan of her actual kit. Okay, you sent me the email. Let me check my email here. So I just look up this deck here. Sorry guys, it's lagging a little bit. Okay. Do you mind if I share this doc? Holy cow, you got like a crazy doc here. Yeah, if you're okay with me sharing it on stream, then I will. But if not, just let me know and I'll like keep it private here. But let me find the rocket deck. This is really nice. This is like more organized than my stuff. Let me see. Of course, it's a shared resource. Oh, from someone else. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let me share this. Okay, yeah, if you guys want this, I'll put the link to this Google Doc. This Google Doc looks crazy. So this is the Google Doc I'm looking at right now. Shared from Venom. You guys wanna? I don't know what this is, but I just love like the colors here and everything's like organized. So I'm looking for Rocket Raccoon. How do I find that? Marvel Avenger Swarm. So it's probably gonna be like here, I guess. Okay, I think it's gotta be somewhere this like justice part, right? How do I find? I don't know how to. I'm not good with Excel sheets, guys. Can you let me know first yellow column? Okay, is that this? Let me see here. So Gap is true. Welcome to the chat. Gardens are great. I played Drax in protection during the Galaxy's Most Wanted campaign. When he gets going, he's really yeah, for sure. If like Drax starts to roll and he gets his vengeance counters, he's pretty fun that way when he gets that going. I'm glad I didn't have to remove threats and taking hits from the others. Yeah, for sure. First yellow column. So is this just like, is this the deck? Oh, for geniuses. Gotcha. So it's kind of like a. Oh, I see what you're saying. So this is a rocket deck, right? For Hulk, Rocket, and Ironheart. Got it. So you have okay. So you have Captain Britain. You got Speed. You got Daredevil. You got some B cops. So it's for genius characters. So I'm guessing you got like Ingenuity. You got Moon Girl. No Moon Girl, huh? Am I tripping? Where's the Moon Girl? Mockingbird. Why is there no Moon Girl? I feel like there needs to be a Moon Girl in the deck. Yeah, I mean, I think the deck is fine. I think you gotta have Moon Girl in a genius build, right? For Rocket, Ironheart, and Hulk. Is this maybe like not the full card pool? Oh, I do like Meditation here. Meditation is pretty fun with that. You got the Mansion Helicarrier. Yeah, maybe I can find this deck here actually. Let's see if we can find it here. So Rocket with B Cop. And then what else we look at? We have Captain Britain is pretty unique. So I feel like there shouldn't be a lot of decks with that. Oh, it's not published. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I think Rocket can definitely play in well in Injustice as well. But yeah, you guys take a look at this sheet here too for some decks for some heroes. But I would highly recommend Moon Girl here. I think Moon Girl is like, I mean, I could see like there's not enough mentals, right? Because B Cop's a physical. I mean, Arrows needs mental resource as well. So maybe there's not enough mental resource for a deck for Rocket. But the thing is, Rocket's double resource like works off the mentals, and you got Ingenuity. So I feel like Moon Girl is an auto include in this type of build here because right, Rocket's double is a mental and wild, and the wild can declare it to be another mental. But yeah, okay, all right, that's Rocket, guys. We got Rocket. That took kind of a long time. So we have Rocket here settled. Best deck I think it's gonna be Protection with Repurpose, and I really like this build here with Groot synergizing out there. Venom says could maybe swap out a card like Crew Cores. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. Like taking out Crew Cores and just slotting in Moon Girl. Yeah, I feel like that would be a good swap for that deck. All right, so we're here on Groot. All right, Groot's best build, I think, is Protection, guys. I'm gonna go with Protection here. Yeah, I think that Groot's weird. He doesn't really have that many like aspect hooks in other aspects. I think I have a deck here. Let me see if I can find a deck for Groot. So I'm looking for Groot here. There's tab. Okay. So this is actually a custom deck request for one of my show member, Sean. Huge shout out to Sean. I'm not sure if he's in the chat right now. But it's like Ready for Fight is the card for Groot. I think this card is so goated for Groot here. Venom says it's worked out surprisingly well for me on a number of occasions. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that's a solid deck for sure. I think that Moon Girl might be like to push it over the top maybe, but I think that's a solid deck with what I saw. And beat cops like with Rocket's economy, tinkering, and then like beat copping, I think can be really really powerful. Alexi says Green Justice is the best build. Do you have a deck list for me? Confuse lock and keep flipping to alter ego to get counters, then pop off. Confuse lock. Yeah, yeah. I mean, think okay. So I agree with you. Think fast, right? Like, is it think fast in that deck? I mean, now you can also include Battlefield Benevolence too. So Battlefield Benevolence and Think Fast are both just one cost justice events for Groot to really pop off. The or not Groot. Oh, you're saying Groot. I thought you said Rocket. Sorry, I'm tripping. Groot Injustice is the best build. So yeah, he can still think fast. Yeah, and he can still backfield up Benevolence now. So yeah, for sure. Diffuse lock, keep him down. My only thing with that is that the steady stalwart, I think, can be a little bit brutal for that. But I agree that Groot, like the best way to play Groot is for sure with Fertile Ground. Like this is Groot's best card. And I think in any Groot build, I think even in multiplayer, in true solo or multiplayer, you really need to focus on this card. I think if the build is not focused on this card, it's gonna suffer a little bit. I think that in multiplayer, he can focus on this card in any aspect. I think that in true solo, he probably needs either justice or protection. And I lean towards more protection just because I like the ability to do this through stalwart, I'd say. So I think I played this on my channel here against Thanos actually. Just to like show off that, Groot can take down a difficult villain that has stalwart. It doesn't matter if they can access stalwart. Like, Manu can access like his helmet to prevent him from getting confused. But I think if you're facing a villain that's just like straight up susceptible, I think that just is probably stronger just to be able to get like straight off confuses because that will cancel activation entirely. But if you're looking for more of like, yeah, I lean towards protection because this also lets him do that, but it also synergizes off with his growth counters and him being able to take attacks to the face, right? So it's also kind of like a defensive build for Groot, which like Groot like is kind of like a defensive character, right? With his because he's just like tanky, right? So I like that type of build with him. Alexis says decklist best of growth worlds. Oh, that's a fun name. Could probably be updated now, but yeah, I agree. It was suffer and stay. So yeah, I can shout that out. Let me see here. Okay, so first let's find the deck. So deck list. Go to Groot, and then it's gonna be. Oh, it came up. Okay. Ozek is huge, but it's pretty old. Of growth worlds, you got helicarrier, you got counterintelligence to mitigate threats, you got some Thor events on Groot as well, and you got this. I personally really like Groot Shield Justice. I think this could possibly be before the Shield stuff even came out, but yeah, I will put this deck. I think it's a cool deck. You got Skill Investigator. Under Surveillance is really good too for a Justice Groot build. So I'll put this here in the honorable mentions for Groot. And then I'm gonna put this protection build with Ready for Fight and Practice Plans. Yeah, I'll put this in what I think is the best way to play Groot because I like the synergies that he has in protection. So wait, did I not? Yeah, so I shared it here. Sorry. So yeah, so I really like this build here because in protection, Ready for Fight. So you flip down, you can trigger your fertile ground to get a growth counter, draw a card, right, which is really good. And then when the villain attacks you, or when they would scheme during their turn, you discard the Ready for Fight, change the hero form, the enemy attacks you instead, and you have a bunch of growth counters that you can immediately just get rid of if you want to, or you can exhaust to defend. You can use your what's it called? The Vine Shield. So when you defend, you remove growth counter, get +3 defense, and then like if you were to take any damage, you just remove your growth counters instead with his Flora Colossus here. When you would take any of my damage, remove the growth counters instead. So you just prevent all damage. You flip back down to Alter Ego because you probably practice plan or have another Ready for Fight, and you just rebuild your growth counters with Fertile Ground. Its Alter Ego ability also adds growth counters as well, growth spurt. So like you're just constantly refilling that. flip them over, taking the attack, so you can even keep your allies in play if you want. Alexi says, to be fair, that one, I'm guessing you're talking about the Justice deck, is less confused lock focus. I think when I played it, I swapped it out for Thor Fence. Yeah, I think fast, right? But definitely think. Maybe I'll change this recommendation because yeah, this doesn't. This yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. Now that I look, yeah, there's no confuses. Yeah, let's swap this deck out. I think because I don't think those cards were out yet. When we were looking at that deck. So let's look at or whenever this deck was created. So let's do Groot. We'll do Think Fast. And should we do Battlefield Benevolence? I don't know. I think Fast might better for Groot. No, Think Fast actually kind of stinks with Groot, right? Because I think he can't take damage. When Groot would take any amount of damage, remove that many growth counters from him as a force interrupt, prevent one of the damage for each one. Think Fast, take one damage, confuse the villain. Oh no, but you don't have to take it's not a cost arrow. So this is really good actually, yeah. Because then you can use your counters to take so actually this is probably better for Groot, I think, than Battlefield Benevolence. So I think this is the better. You got foiled. I love foiled. You got your no under surveillance though. Let's see. There's one with Battlefield Benevolence. Maybe not both, but that might be interesting because that's a newer card. Yeah, no Battlefield Benevolence. Is it? Oops, the wrong thing. Is there any decks with Battlefield Benevolence for Groot? There is not. Yeah, I think Fast is a better card for Groot though because he's a guardian, so you can access Think Fast. Okay, let's do this one. Looks kind of tree beard is kind of funny. You got under surveillance. We got Sonic Rifle, very confused as well. We got Think Fast, clear area, meditation. I really like meditation with Groot too. So yeah, let's do this build here. I think this is a cool build. I'm gonna swap this deck out. You're right, Alexi. We need more confuses if we're doing Justice Groot. Evan Beowulf says Groot in protection. Personally, I wouldn't play in protection, but ready for a fight, maybe I can give him a chance. Groot is in my top 5 bottom heroes. Yeah, I think that Groot's probably never been my bottom 5. I do like Groot. When I first started playing him, I probably would like before Ready for a Fight came out, I would have never played Groot in protection. Just because I feel like protection, pre-Ready for a Fight is the worst alter ego aspect and threat mitigation aspect. So since Groot wants to well, at least I want to fertile ground with Groot, that's just like a no-go. But with Ready for a Fight, I mean that made protection, in my opinion, the best threat mitigation aspect in alter ego. Like just straight up the best, like even better than Justice, which I don't like because I want Justice to be the best aspect for threat mitigation. But Ready for a Fight is just crazy. Like I think as worded, it could literally have been a Justice card because like the villain attacks you, so that's like protection-esque, but like you're changing a scheme activation into a attack activation, which like I feel like Justice can also be a part of. So yeah, I kind of wish it was just a Justice card because like I feel like protection already has so many cool like I don't know strategies and builds, but Justice does not have that many. So if that was archetype for Justice, that would be pretty cool. Old Comico, welcome to chat. Protection also gives access to Secret Base, which gives you tiles for flipping. That's great for protecting your counters. Oh, true. Yeah, let me see here. Share. I think this deck was before what's the card you were saying? Before Secret Base. I think you talk about Hidden Base, right? I think it's before Hidden Base came out, but huge shout out. I can add the deck right now. I think it's called Hidden Base, right? I'm gonna add that in. Like really good call. Yeah, because when you change forms, you get a tough, like kind of like Colossus. So I'm adding this card to the deck here. What do I take out? I can take out an ally. I like Grant War with Groot though, because he can help Groot Thor. What do we take out? We take out Deadpool. Yeah, we take out Deadpool here. Yeah. Huge shout out there. Yeah, I agree with you. Hidden Base, I think, is really good with Groot Ready for a Fight. So I'm gonna put that change. I have build support here as well. The eyes help him throw it out because it's just in case we somehow get our Furground milled. Like this card is just too good. Like we have to get this card down as soon as possible. So build support is just help that. But yeah, really good shout out, Okamiko. I think I agree with you. Like Hidden Base is very, very good. Everybody says, by the way, your Man deck is amazing. It's just perfect. Also, I'm glad to hear that you are enjoying that deck. Yeah, I mean, we can look at the deck here. I love this deck, guys. This deck is definitely my favorite way to play Wonder Man, and I think Wonder Man is now back to being above Hercules. You guys, I mean, in my streams, you guys probably see it the most, probably more than like in my videos, because I get to talk a little bit more to you guys about that stuff. But yeah, when I first saw both heroes previewed, like Wonder Man, super hype. Hercules, I was like, eh. And then whenever I first played them, Hercules, every game has been super duper fun. And a Wonder Man, like some games have been okay, some have been a little bit clunky. Just with the 3 max tuck cards and then like not being able to heal if you're full on your tuck cards, like it just felt a little bit clunky playing Wonder Man. And then whenever I started playing this build, I mean I'm back Wonder Man on top. But the thing is like Hercules is still super high up. I'm definitely just still on Team Wonder Man though, because I don't know if you guys saw my play. I just posted it. I played it last night. We played Wonderman against the Hood. It was a I had a channel membership poll for like patrons and channel members, and they voted for me to face the Hood. So we had Wonderman versus the Hood with only Thunderbolt modules. So that was an insane game. Yeah, that was definitely like that was so much fun, guys. I really enjoyed the build. But yeah, yeah, it's just a side tangent there, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with him right now. I want to play him more. I don't know if I should play him in a two-handed game, but I'm having a lot of fun with Wonderman right now. I definitely want to play the deck some more too. Yeah, I'm glad you're also enjoying that deck. But Beowulf, yeah, just zero cost events and just playing like free energy resource events is really fun to get a lot of healing, a lot of damage. Um, and like thing is like Ronin is so different. Like Ronin's so different than the Hood, right? Because or the Hood with Thunderbolt modules. Because Ronin's a scenario that you can rush, but the way that I like to play Ronin is more like with build styles, like more control. So I definitely control Ronin in my game with Wonder Man versus Ronin, right? It was more like controlling the threat, controlling the minions until we have enough damage for the kill. But in the Hood with only Thunderbolt modules, this is impossible to build out against because especially in true solo, like the longer the game is, the more Thunderbolts have a chance of coming out. I think got like 3 of them out. They all have like, I don't know, like 15 to like 18 hit points. So if you get all 7 Thunderbolt minions out, that's like, I don't know, almost like 120 hit points plus the Hood's hit points. So like 104 hit points that they gotta get through in the game. And then they're all activating with villainous. So it's like essentially villain activations. So like this deck, I mean, this build, this match, I mean, we have to like rush down. And this one we can play at a tempo and build out. So like it was really interesting that the deck worked here against both. So yeah, just like testing it out against like more of a rush out style. But yeah, I mean, huge fan. Let me know if you guys have tried this deck out, guys. I love the fact that we just have the Quinn carry as our like support here. And then I like having this thing here with the energy and digging deeps and the other basic resources and clarity of purpose. I think this card sells leadership as the best aspect for Wonder Man, like this card by itself, because even if you're doing different build, I think that's totally cool. But clarity of purpose is just too good because to deal the damage to Wonder Man, which gives him the room to trigger ionic physiology on turn 1, I think is huge, right? If you guys don't know about the ionic physiology, basically after you play an event with the protect energy, you tuck it from discover underneath the card to heal with damage from Wonder Man. But we found out like the rulings that the valid target is a heal damage from your identity. And if you're at full life, you're not a valid target for ability. So you can't even trigger this part before the cost arrow. So you need to take a damage in order to use that. So you use Clarity of Purpose to take a damage, generate a free resource, then you can still do other stuff, and then you can trigger that on a physiology play, like turn the tide and immediately heal that back up and get it to tuck it underneath the ionic physiology. Bayo says, I'm a more heavy event type player. Gotcha. That's why I'm in One-Man team. But Cat and Hercules is being super fun. Even losing is fun because the game is so close. Yeah, I agree. Like I lost a lot with Hercules, but it's fun losing with him. And yeah, I'm definitely the opposite. I definitely like building out more. But I think it's always fun to do more event builds. So yeah, this is like a really fun build to do just because 20 events is insane. That's like the majority of the deck, right? So yeah. Everybody Wolf says, however, I'm not as good as a player as you, so I can't play Herc against Ronan. I'll get destroyed. I don't know if that is accurate because I also played Herc against Ronan and I got destroyed. I don't know if you guys see, if you've seen that video, but I played Hercules against Extra Ronan. I think we do 2 games in the playthrough because I just got destroyed super quickly. So I was like, let's do another one, and I got destroyed again. So I also cannot do it. I think it's possible though. Don't get me wrong. I think other people can do it. I think with maybe like a deck more catered for Ronan, and in aggression, I think, and if you get lucky, because I think you have to get the correct labors for Hercules, like probably either Hydra or Side Scheme as your first labor, and you clear it off on turn 1 or turn 2 or something like that, and then yeah, but I think it's possible. I think it takes a lot of luck though. But yeah, okay. Sorry for the side tangent there, guys. I was just loving this deck. Okay, let's go on to Star Lord here. Okay, this one is pretty easy. Star Lord, I think, is the best way to play Star Lord. I asked my show members too when we did the best way to play any hero, and you guys voted for leadership, and I agree. Like leadership is the best way to play Star Lord. Let me find my leadership deck actually. All right, gonna be 3-turn kill every villain. I mean, yeah, this deck kills every single villain on 3 turns. This works against the Hood with the Thunderbolt modules, right? Because it's kind of like a rush deck. But the thing is, like, this style of rush is so unique and fun, and really like Star-Lord's kind of like one of the few heroes that can do this. Um, yeah, like this is a really fun build. Let's see. Bayo says Star-Lord is leadership. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. Okamiko says, yeah, you just can't beat Blaze of Glory power turns. Yeah, like even for like mass sorting, it's just insane. The only downside to this type of build is like if you're playing multiplayer with friends and they really want to build out. So if everyone's building out and they're not helping you, like this set can be tough in multiplayer because there's not much to build out, right? Like you're just playing allies, your element guns, bad boy, your rapid response, these upgrades, but then like you're not really getting benefits from the deck if you are not getting encounter cards like for your helmet, if you're not like, milling your deck with the call for aids, right? And then like getting dick and deeds, right? Without that, the deck is not good. So this deck, like you're forced to play at a tempo or at a rush. So if you don't do that, I don't think the deck's gonna be very good. Yeah. So the caveat is that you do have to kind of like play at a very high tempo and plan to end the game pretty early. But you guys don't know this build. Let me just go over it really quickly. So Star Lord, he's like a risky player, right? A risky hero. Each ally you control gains a guard trait. What go wrong is when you play a card from your hand, deal yourself face on a counter card, reduce the resource cost to play that card by 3. So you can cheat a card in kind of almost for free, and then you have to do yourself face on a counter card. So you're getting counter card for that, and a lot of Star Lord's cards work off of counter cards. So the main thing is going to be the sliding shot here. Deals 5 damage to enemy and do 2 additional damage for each face down counter card in front of you. And let me see, catch your chat real quick. Beowulf says, so far, what's the most used aspect in the series? Ooh, I'll take a look here. I'll go over the Starler one, and I'll take a look at what's the most used aspect so far. Alexi says, I would say shout out secondary aspect pool. Ooh, maybe. I don't have a specific deck. I remember one became quite popular where you use resource sinks for your guns and mulligan. Yeah, I'll take a look at a pool aspect deck here after we look at the leadership deck for sure. Okamiko says, another fun thing to do with him is aggro allies. Oh yeah, Nar Antlers did one, I think, for a custom gameplay request for me. So I played that. Like Thor and Dust, boosted with I think it's called Energy Spear. Yeah, and Boot Camp can do a lot of damage. Yeah. I think I can find that deck, but I played that. Yeah, I'm gonna shout that deck out because that's a lot of fun. Because the Energy Spear you can give to any Guardian, and Starlord makes everyone a Guardian, and Boot Camp the allies just become super powerful. So Epic Beowulf says I've tried Starlord in pool, and you're not a big fan of that one. But yeah, so basically the deck here, the game plan is to just mill your deck out. You'll call for aids, and then you don't have any Avengers other than Black Panther. So you just play the call for aids. You mill your deck, discard everything, get Dick and Deeps. You also get an extra encounter card for doing that, and then you just try to set up to like end the villain on like turn 2 or 3. So that's just kind of how the deck works. So I think that this is definitely the best way. I mean, I did a video about this, just talking about the deck too. So You guys can check that out if you want like a more in-depth explanation. I think I didn't explain it the best here, but yeah, leadership for Star-Lord for sure. Okay, let's look at some honorable mentions for Star-Lord. So let's see. Alexis was shouting out a pool deck here, so let's look for pool Star-Lord. Let's see. Resource sinks. I don't know. Resource. I don't know. Let's look at this deck here. I don't know if I should look for a card. I think mulligans, what you're talking about, right? Let's see. So we got tic-tac-toe. We got such instance. We got the triple mulligan. So that's probably, I think this is what you're talking about, right? Oh, Get Good by Nelson. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Oh, Get Good. Gotcha. All right, cool. Yeah, we can take a look at this one. Let's see. Alexa says, oh yeah, Get Good by Nelson. Nariano says, I like Star Aggression for reliable build out style where you don't use his ability till end of game. Yeah, I'm gonna find your deck here because I really want to put that deck as honorable mention as well. That was a really fun game in multiplayer. Yeah, I think you had Sentry, right? The not the new Justice one, but the old Aggression one, just like super volatile. Even though you said you don't want to use it until the end of the game. I don't know how early. I don't know if I did I play the Sentry in my playthrough. I don't remember. But yeah, so this deck here, yeah, also not a lot of like build out, but you're mulliganing a lot. So you get the economy from the mulligans, which I can definitely see the vision for that. You play tic-tac-toe, stick to Idunus, and then dish to element guns. You can do all that stuff, right? You can exhaust element gun, spend a resource. You're not playing a card. Use tic-tac-toe's ability, you're not playing a card. Stick to Idunus, same thing. You're spending resources, right? Then after you do all that stuff, you play a mulligan, discard your hand, draw a new hand, but you cannot play this card if you have played another card this phase. So it's only able to during that. Oh, this is so good with the helmet. Because if you have his iconic cards, you get +1 hand sets for each face iconic card in front of you, up to a max of +3. So during the player phase, you still have that +3 if you have also all those cards, and you mulligan into that, drawing up to a what is that? 5 + 3, drawing up to 8 cards with a mulligan. That is awesome. Yeah, I really like that. That's really cool. Shout out to Nelson for the build. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then let's look up Nar Antler's build here too. Oops, don't forget to share. Yeah, so we just entered Nelson's build here on the list. That's a really fun deck. I really like that. And then we'll look up Nar Antlers here. Let's see. So let's go back to Starlight Aggression. And then let's look for Energy Spear. And then what else you had? I think you had Boot Camp in the deck too, right? Let's see. What am I saying? Let's check out Boot Camp. Let's find Sentry. Did you publish the deck, Gnarl? Maybe you didn't publish the deck. No, it's right here. Okay, Peter, Nina, TM. Yeah, let's do this. This is not a solo deck though, so I'll put multiplayer. But I had a lot of fun playing this deck. Yeah, because this is teaming up with X-Men for Adam to go like crazy shenanigans. But the concept of Energy Spirit given to a Guardian ally, where ally gets +2 attack and piercing is really powerful. This is one of the best ally upgrades in the game, but it's locked to aggression and for Guardians. But Star-Lord makes every ally Guardian, which is like the main gimmick here with the deck. So that's really powerful. Yeah, I'll shout this out for a multiplayer deck. All right. So yeah, Starlight I think it's a pretty easy one, leadership here. Epic Bay will ask me earlier, what is the most asked that we've seen? Let's take a look real quick. So we have, how are we gonna do this count, guys? Let's do, okay. I think it's either gonna be protection or leadership. So let's do 1 protection right now, 1 leadership, 2 protection, 2 leadership, 3 protection, 3 leadership. Tied here, let's call it a wash. 4 protection, 4 leadership, 5 protection, 5 leadership, 6 protection, 7 protection, 7 leadership. Okay, so far there's 8 protection decks and 7 leadership. So it looks like protection is the most common one so far. And I think that makes sense because I honestly, protection has the most different archetypes. Like you can make the case for leadership, but even with leadership, it's still kind of with the allies, right? Like every archetype is still an ally archetype like build. Protection, I think there's some really unique stuff with like there's arch eagle builds, right? You can go arch eagle builds with ready for fight. You can go perfect defense builds, like just staying up in here form. You can go ally builds with energy shield, and like we have the Spider-Man build, which was like with the ally build. Because energy shields actually is even better than it's like like guys, it's insane. Like now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like that protection can beat the other aspects in what they want to do the best. So if you're talking about what is the best way to keep an ally in play universally, I would 100% say it's going to be protection because of energy shield. You equip the energy shield to your ally, you keep it in play forever by spending one energy resource per turn when they would take consequential damage to prevent that. Leadership has no way to do that forever, right? Leadership has like sidekick, but you have to heal. You have to make a base recovery to heal that sidekick. I'd rather just energy shield the sidekick anyways. And sidekick only works on an identity specific ally, right? Then the other stuff in leadership that's healing allies, it's not gonna help you like heal like forever, right? It's something that runs out of counters or something like that, right? Or it's like an event that you play. Protection, yeah. So protection with energy shields keeps allies healed up better than leadership. Protection ready for fight gives you a more reliable way to access Arch Eagle than Justice because it doesn't matter if the enemy is stalwart and you can't confuse them, right? It does not matter. And then protection obviously is the best like protection type of build, right? With like perfect defense and building your defense up. So like I don't like it's unfair that protection I think has those things that beat the other aspects, right? I don't think that protection should have a card that's better than leadership in terms of like healing up allies or preventing damage on them. And I don't think that protection should have ready for a fight. So yeah, that's crazy. I think aggression still got protection beat though, right? Like in terms of damage, I don't think protection can do more damage. Yeah, protection cannot do more damage than aggression. So at least we got that, but that's crazy. Jeremy, welcome to the chat. Protection now gets strong together to prevent allies getting any kind of damage. Yeah, yes. Really good point. I totally agree. Yeah, strong together. That card is just crazy. Let me pull that up. Um, strong together. Oh, guys, stronger together is such a good card. Like it is a really good card. I think I was just talking about this card in the last stream, but zero cost event. Hero to when a character other than your hero would take any amount of damage, if the character shares a trait with your hero, reduce the damage by your defense. So you'll probably have one or two defense, like at least one. So this prevents consequential damage, basically, as an event. So it's not as reliable as Energy Shield, but it's kind of super duper good to keep your allies in play if they share your hero, right? You're playing like an archetype with like everyone sharing your hero, like all web wars, and you're playing web warrior hero. Like this card can just keep those web wars around. Like insane, insane. Avenge Assemble, welcome to the chat. I suppose NSU does tax resource to keep allies, so that might be inconvenient. True, yeah. It's just like I'm thinking like if you compare it to like what is that leadership side scheme? I don't remember. Okay, I gotta look at the cards here. There's a leadership side scheme that like it's a good boost, I guess. Let's see. Type side scheme. Yeah, I don't know the name at all because I think I don't use it often, I think. Oh man, what the? Am I not? What is the leadership side scheme, guys? Leadership. Okay, we gotta go. We're just gonna let's go through. I don't know how to find it. Never mind. All right, there's a leadership side scheme where you clear it off and heals all your allies. But the energy shield, like if we compare energy shield to like let's compare it to first aid. Okay. So like first aid, I think is still a good card, right? It's a one cost event. You pay one cost, heal 2 damage on any character. Like I think this is still a decent card, and there's still nothing like it that like does what it does to like have the ability, the flexibility to heal your hero, another hero, or anyone's ally, right? And energy shield, the energy shield, it does tax you every single time because you have to spend energy resources, but it's just straight up more efficient than first aid, right? Like after you play it down, you can prevent each time you just spend energy, you can prevent damage to that ally, that consequential damage every single time. And after turn 1, when you already have energy shield in play, if the ally takes 2 damage, you can energy shield, spend 2 energy resources, right? 2 effective resources, versus the first A is also 2 effective resources, right? But it's an event that's a one-time use and it's gone. Like, this is just so crazy. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. Beowulf says you should have this on an Excel sheet to count it easier. Oh, like a thing. Yeah, thing is I don't know how to use Excel. I'm not an Excel, like a good Excel user. Now I want what heroes are the ones we have in protection. Maybe saying now I want to know which heroes. Yeah, I can go back to the list here again. So I think for these heroes, Spider-Man, um, Iron Man. I think Iron Man is a no-brainer. Spider-Man is a little bit debatable. Black Widow, I think, is also no-brainer. Spider-Woman, but like I think it's really with the ability for her to energy shoot. That's like the thing that combos her leadership so well to keep eyes in play forever. You got Hawkeye. Hawkeye protection is pretty controversial. I think that Hawkeye doesn't necessarily have like the best energy in any aspect, but protection at least gives him more readies, and some tankiness because he's squishy and he wants ready to read up his bow as well. Then we have Rocket Raccoon in protection. I think that's a good call. This deck is really, really cool. And then Groot in protection with ready for fight. So those are the heroes I think are the best in protection. Okamiko says strong together on Groot, basic ally. On Spire UK is bonkers. Yeah, it also makes Warpath more usable. Yeah. It needs to be a player side skin, sell just side skin. Oh, that's what. Okay, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, I do want to just find that card for you guys. So I was looking for it. See here. Share the tab. Let's look for cards. Let me exit these tabs. I don't know if I'm lagging. Hopefully I'm not. But we'll exit some tabs here. And then we're gonna look same thing. So right, because side schemes are not player side schemes. But in the game, player side schemes do count as side schemes. So okay, I'm talking about Ride the Shrews. Yeah, that's the card. So it's a 0 cost player side scheme. You have to remove 3 per player threat when defeated, huge 2 damage from each ally. Like, I get that this is a nice like boost. It can do a lot of like mass healing, especially in multiplayer too, right? Healing every single ally. They all stay in play for longer. That's pretty thematic, pretty cool. But you have to set up your board with a bunch of allies to get value from this. So like a card like this, I could even see being in protection because it's not the best ally healing, right? Because you need to have a bunch of allies to get value from it. Energy shield, you just equip it on any ally. If the ally has already taken like 2 damage and has 1 hit point left, you give the energy shield to the ally, it can still stay in play forever. If the ally is at full life, this healing will do nothing. But you give the energy shield, you can prevent the future damage on it and keep it in play forever. Like it's just so versatile. Like I don't know. Like, energy shield is just so nice, guys. I just can't get over how good of a card it is for protection. And then we also have ready for fight and all the other stuff that protection has. It has like repurpose as well, right? The archetypes that it has is like a lot. You got all the tech stuff is in protection. So all the heroes that want tech, like Rocket and Iron Man, we voted for protection for that to be the best aspect for that hero. Some of the alter ego ones, like Black Widow, we voted for her to be protection as well for ready for fight. It's a prep card. Like, man, there's just so much stuff. Beowulf says, the only one I will take out from the list is Spider-Man. I think the rest are well locked in protection. Yeah, I think Spider-Man, with Spider-Man, he's just so good. And I think, in my opinion, he's good in every single aspect. So I think you can make a case for him in just everything. I just like protection on him the most because I like the theme of taking a bunch of hits and healing back up with anime and accessing alter ego with Red for Fight works so well with Spider-Man because like what you do is you end your turn in let me think. What is it? It goes, you end your turn in Alter Ego, right? So you're Peter Parker. You use anime to heal. So you basically get back up to full life because she heals you so much, right? So you draw up to 6 cards in Alter Ego as Peter Parker. And you play the ready for fight down. So you have the ready for fight on the table, right? You draw up 2 hands of 6. Okay. Then the villain phase is scheme. You change the hero form to Spider-Man form. And then you trigger Spire Sense, draw another card, go to 7 cards. You take the attack to the face. Do not have to waste resources to defend or to like block the ally. You just take the attack like straight to the face, right? and then the villain does whatever they do, and then during your turn, you have 7 cards in your hand now. You do whatever you want to do. You flip back down to Alter Ego, just heal for free with Aunt May, and then like you just keep on doing that, right? So I just like Spider-Man not defending attacks. I feel like I always see Spider-Man like in media taking hits to the face. Like he's either dodging or taking hits to the face. I feel he's not really like blocking as much. I don't know. I feel he's always getting beat up. So we're just getting beat up constantly, like for the theme, and we're just healing up with anime. So I just really like that type of archetype with Spider-Man, and I love playing symbiote suit. So like every villain that's not Ronin, so including Venom Goblin, is like works for this, right? That deck that the protection deck for Spider-Man, I guess when I'm talking about it, but I probably should have done it earlier. But like the Webbed and Ready deck, like Symbiote Suit is in the deck. We play this against every single villain that's not Ronin. So against Venom Goblin, I played this and still was able to pretty easily get the win against Venom Goblin. Like, and this works for every single scenario. You just play a Symbiote Suit on them. And like, it's just insane, like the amount of healing of anime and then the ready for fights just coming off of that. So yeah, I just really like protection, just taking the attacks to the face. But yeah, I mean, he's really good in leadership, of course, with the mental resource synergy and everything with Moon Girl. He's really good in justice, right? To just get the straight up, flip downs and heal with anime. So he can definitely do every single aspect. But Spider-Man in protection, threat heavy scenarios are hard for him. Good thing is, if he's accessing Alter Ego, his economy is so high he can play a lot of cards. So like for me, it's the allies that are doing all the thwarting for him. So we have a bunch of like 2 thwart allies, right? Like Daredevil, thwarts for 2. Game hopefully thwarts for 2. Grant Ward is really good for this. Jocasta, Moon Girl, and Nick Fury, and Starhawk is just a really solid ally, even though he only thwarts for 1. So like when you flip him down to Alter Ego, you get to use your sign to generate the mental resource, and then you get to just have a bigger con with their hand sets as well. Plus, Spire sets with Red for Fight to draw more cards, and you'll have even boosted economy to play more allies to Thor for you. And then the villain is never adding threat through a scheme because they're ready for fights. Like in other aspects, maybe the villain might like scheme and add threat, like when you flip down. But with the ready for fights, you're always preventing threat getting added, I guess, is the thing. So you're just mitigating a lot of threat before it even goes on, and then have the allies control the rest. Curtis says, I'm really hoping for some new hook in Justice with Fear No Evil. Yeah, Sam. I'm fine if it's even locked in Defender trait, something like an Uncanny X-Men, but Defenders. I would be upset if it's locked for Defenders. I'll be very sad. I need Justice to get a like universal archetype that works for every hero, because Justice is kind of the one asset that is really lacking in that right now. Like the last new archetype that we got, I think, was with Psylocke with the upside the head and flow like a butterfly. But I wasn't a big fan of that one because you had to have a confused status on the villain to like really get additional damage with flow like butterfly. So yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that because I'm not a big fan of statuses in general. But then like it's just more damage. It's like a way to do more damage, which I think is not gonna help you out throughout other phases of the game. I did like the Battle of Benevolence, healing the villain to confuse them, but it's not really a new archetype yet, just because that's the only card for it. But I think if they build into that more and actually develop that and make an archetype, that can be really cool. So like I don't know, cards like I don't know, like a 1-cost upgrade or something like that, where it's like, I don't know, something with like benevolence or like, kindness, something like that, right? It can be like if you healed an enemy this turn, you can like remove 2 that from a scheme. Like just imagine like that card would be so good. Like so you play like a 1-cost upgrade, and like for most other things, it would be kind of useless. But you can use that in an archetype that heals a villain, right? So each time, like during this turn, if you heal the villain, you can exhaust his card and like, remove 2 that from a scheme. So then you get like extra threat removal off the healing cards, and you want to play other cards like First Aid. I think First Aid's only for the character, but like Battlefield Benevolence, heal the villain and you can do that effect. And any other card that can like heal the villain, even like identity specific cards, if it says like heal any character, you want to do that on the villain, and you get like that extra effect off of that. That could be really fun, and just building a whole archetype off of that. Like that would be a really unique archetype for Justice if they did something into that. So hopefully, I really want to see more stuff into the Battlefield of Benevolence there. Iron Strike says, agree. I'm not a big fan of Float. Yeah. I think Float is a little bit a little bit, I don't know. I don't know the correct way to say it, but I just wish it was something else like protection, right? Like more utility type of stuff, right? Like energy shields and stuff like that. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. So Star-Lord, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Gamora. Ooh, what do you guys think is the best asset for Gamora, guys? Iron Strike says they need to lean more into global logistics, but not shield lock. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like yeah, I agree. Because Justice has the encounter deck manipulation, like the scrying stuff. But you just basically have blindfold and gambit, and gambit's a basic card. So like it's really just blindfold. But if you play shield and you lean into global logistics, that also works. But like you have to play shield, and I don't always want to play shield. So I think if they did something with that, that could be another really good idea. Avengers Symbol says absolutely Justice hasn't necessarily had the type of boost that protection has had. Yeah. Like man, I don't like. I think right now, Justice is probably the most underdeveloped aspect, and I think that there's 3 routes they can go, like 3 ideas I think would be really cool for Justice. So the first one, like I was talking about, is something where like if you heal the villain this turn, you get an added effect, right? Like an upgrade where like if you heal the villain, this phase, you can also remove 2 that from a scheme. And that can build off of stuff for like Battlefield Benevolence, where you're healing the villain to confuse them. I think another fun archetype is what Iron Stark is saying here with scrying the encounter deck. So, just encounter deck manipulation, I think is really fun. And I think a third archetype that could really be more developed in Justice is threat mitigation. I think that Justice has threat mitigation stuff like counterintelligence, but I think that there's a better way to do with more cards. Like Foil too is also a great card that I like, but they don't really necessarily synergize with each other. So like more stuff like Foil and counterintelligence that's more cost efficient, and maybe even stuff like if you're able to prevent threat from going on, the main scheme this turn, exhaust this card, and then like do 2 damage to enemies, something like that, right? So just like I think those are 3 routes that they could really go into with Justice. But even threat mitigation, even though there has cards that can mitigate threat, I don't think it's that developed though. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Okamiko says, I like Gamora in aggro with infiltration. Oh, infiltration. Oh yeah, that's another. Like, sorry, on a tangent here, but like infiltration and the raft is also like a really cool new Justice type of like build, but it's just not developed enough, right? Like a minion Justice build. It's really like you have other stuff like Prism Dust and stuff like that, but like I really don't think those cards are as good. Its infiltration can really build off of the raft, but it's just those 2 cards. So Justice got other minion stuff too. That's another way to like build archetype into Justice. Okay, sorry. Okamiko says, I like the more in aggression with infiltration. Not only do you get to deal with consequences of infiltration easily, her hero ability lets her ping toughs after infiltration. Oh yeah, that's so really good shot. Do you have a deck for that? Because I'm gonna look that up as the best way to play Gamora if no one else says anything. Because I really like that. Let me type that in real quick before I forget. Let's look up Gamora really quick. Gamora. Where is Gamora, guys? Where's the G? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I must have went over that several times. Let's do advanced search, and now yeah, I like infiltration. That's like an incredible threat removal too, if you can deal with the minion that comes out. Like even the minion does not have a tough, just doing 1 damage to it is pretty nice after playing Thor event. Okay, Nariano says, question: every shield and tough, can energy shield preserve a tough? I'm playing as if it does. Is that okay? I don't think it does. Yeah, I'm not. Sorry, can't speak. I'm not 100% sure. I think that toughs have priority. Let's look it up. We can look this up here. Let's see. So what I gotta do? I gotta do the rules reference guide. And then we can look at energy shield as well. Let's see. And then energy shield. Okay, let me see. Let me catch a little bit in chat here while I'm looking up in the rules reference guide. Okay, so Avenger Symbol says River Fight makes sense for protection, but it feels like an identity specific card somewhat. Yeah, because it's just so good. Like it's almost as good as like Armor Up, right? If like Armor Up's an event, River Fight is an upgrade. So like you can even argue that River Fight is equivalent to Armor Up because Armor Up is free, but then River Fight, it costs one, but it's an upgrade, so like you can use it on demand, and that's worth the one cost. Avenger Symbol says energy shield also feels protection-y, but perhaps should be a hero only thing. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure, and then save prevention and healing for allies for leadership. Yeah, like energy shield should probably be for only either friendly characters, so Cyclops can't like abuse it, but also for heroes only, right? Like not just friendly characters, but only on heroes instead of allies. So you can't protect allies with it, right? Because like energy barrier only works for your hero. And I think that's already a good card too. So energy shield is just bonkers whenever you put on an ally to low on them. But like, it makes sense for protection, but like maybe protection should be more about focusing protecting your hero only, not the allies, because leadership's like more of like ally protection, right? Alexi says, I'm not sure energy shield protects a tough, as a tough would activate before trigger of taking damage. Energy shield happens. Yeah, I think so too. Let's look at the okay, so energy shield here says when attached character would take any amount of damage, you can spend X energy to prevent extra damage. So it's when an attached character would take any amount of damage. And then we go to the first guide here. Oh, there's a lot of toughs. Let's see. There's a... Okay, the order of effects. Yeah, so order of resolution for effects surrounding dealing taking damage are as follows. Abilities that trigger when character would be dealt any amount of damage, so that happens first. Then the toughs happen before when a character would take any amount of damage. Yeah. So I think that you have to mandatory take off the tough before the energy shield, because energy shield is when attached character would take any amount of damage, and that's like the third ordering here, or the third ordering right here. Yeah. Wait, the fourth one? Would take. No, it's a would take. Yeah, so it's the third one right here, and then Tufts is second. Yeah, so unfortunately, I think Tufts have priority over that. Narano says, I like to see threat as a resource, like Battlefield Benevolence, plays threat as a cost. Ooh, that'll be fun too. I think who has that Sentry? The Sentry ally does that, right? Because sure, you can get the you could get a side scheme out, which is essentially just putting out more threat on the table. But Sentry also, if you can't find a side scheme with that new Justice ally in Wonder Man's pack, you you put 6 threat on the main scheme to like play him, which is like pretty fun. Okay, I got a decklist here from Okamico. So let me get that for Gamora. Let's see here, is it? Sorry about that, guys. Let me pull this up real quick. Oh, did it not work? Let me see. Okay, I got it. All right. So bestseller is for Gamora here. We're gonna take a look at this deck. Let me catch your chat. FIFO says, hi, the route in my opinion is one of the best cards in the game. Since I play in standard 3, expert. Okay, so expert and then standard 3. The Nemesis will never come back again. Oh yeah, the Nemesis keeps coming back. And with the raft, does it not come back if it's underneath the raft? Oh yeah, because when you can't find cards that are right. Can you find with silk and like cards that are tucked? I'm guessing no, right? If you guys can direct me that in the actually, I have the rules reference guide pulled up. How does that work? Is it fine? Let's see. Fine. Okay. So whenever you're instructed to find a card, you search each game area where it could be found. Don't. Sorry, fine. Okay, these are the exceptions that you cannot find. So you don't find the victory display. You don't find phase down and counter cards in any in-play area. For example, encounter cards out to a player or given to characters as a boost card. So I'm assuming phase down cards. I don't know. Cards that have been removed from the game. Okay, obviously. If a player is instructed to find or review a minion, yeah, I'm not sure. I think let me find Tuck. I feel like you're right, but I just don't know 100% right now. Let's see. Are tuck cards considered to be in play? Like, are they findable? What does this say? Share title. Let's swap. Okay, when a player is instructed to tuck a card, let's tuck card here. Tuck cards are not in play, are not considered attached. When a card leaves play, each tuck card is this card. Yeah, I don't know. I feel you're right on that, FIFO, but I'm just not sure. Okay, Nar Antler says it feels like the new Just Sub was made for Thor. Yeah, for sure. The infiltration, the raft. Nar Antler says I do this all the time. Do you remember when I went crazy, Charlie, over force field generator Deadpool? Force field generator. Oh yeah. With the well, with the energy shoots too, right? To, like, just prevent damage on Deadpool. Yeah. I remember. I think you sent them Fantasy Flight Games like a rules question for that too, right? Okamiko says tuck cards are face up, so they wouldn't be included in the exceptions for fine. Tuck cards are face up, so they would not be included. So are you saying that you do find them? Because but I think the wrap puts them face down, right? The wrap puts them face. So if it's face down, are they in the exception? Let's look up the wrap real quick. So like the question that we have here is tuck it here. Counter deck. No, it's actually it's face up after a minute. So the question is if a card is tucked here, if a minion is tucked here and is your nemesis minion, and then you get your like the card says to find it. What is that standard 3 card, guys? Dang it. Pursued by the past, right? So let's say you have the. Sorry, I'm not sharing it. So you have the raft here, okay, and then it says after minion leaves play, tuck it under here from the encounter discard pile. So you have your minion tucked there, and it pursued by the past. Oh, there's no image. Oh man, okay. It pursued by the past here triggers. And it says find your nemesis minion. Do we find it if it's under? It was under the raft. Is a question. Because people saying that he used this card to block out the minion, the nemesis from coming back, but I'm just not sure. Let's see. Beerly, welcome to the chat. I don't think I've ever seen you before here. Welcome to the chat, Beerly777. Been playing Gamora a lot lately with tackle, dropkick, and concussive blow. Yeah, I think those are solid cards for her. Yeah, a lot of stun and confuses there too. Congo says, yeah, I'm saying minions in the route are still findable. Okay, it's not individual display, it's not removed from the game, it's not face down. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know which way I'm leaning on that. I think that is just one of those things. I have no clue. In your opinion, is Silk the same way? So like a minion tuck under Silk, is that also findable? Like if Silk tucks a Elite Thunderbolt minion, and that one Elite Thunderbolt minion card says to find it, do we remove it? So it would be the same with Gambit, which makes no sense. Yeah, so in Gambit, you can also find cards to tuck under Gambit, I'm guessing then? I'm not sure, guys. Yeah, I don't know. The ruling is not super clear right now with the what in the rules reference under tuck or find. So I'm not sure. You guys know, let me know down in the chat. But yeah, we're not sure on that. But okay, let's take a look at this Gamora deck. So we just put a pin in that. Okay. So okay, this is high tempo here, right? Because I see no other supports. So like no helicarrier, no mansion. And I see 24 events. So Epic Bay may love this deck. I mean, I think Gamora is a really good rush hero. So for sure. Aggressive conditioning, we've got her sword. Yarmur, I think is really good. So it's aggression deck here. So we're going full on damage. We have the resource generator for attack events. And we have her resource generators to generate resource for an event. So she can build out with this, which is good for her. And then we don't have a lot of allies because we want to prioritize the events here for the resource generator anyway. So I think that's really nice. Angela, it's free to play. That's nice. Groot is kind of going to be expensive for this deck. Nebula is really good, just her ally, and Rocket here to kill minions. Okay, so we've got firepower, 1 copy. We got 3 infiltrations. We've got Mona Triumph. After you defeat an enemy, heal 1 damage from your hero for each excess damage. Yeah, so 0 cost event to heal. Momentum shift to get some more healing, do more damage, and multi-talented. I think this is a fun card here for Gamora too. So I went for a fight. Oh, a lot of minions. Yeah, so this is kind of a minion deck. I'm not sure. I like the idea of it. So after you play a authority event, you do 1 damage to enemy, and after you play an attack event, you can remove 1 from the scheme. So you get a lot of value out of this limit once their face. And then if you play infiltration, what you're saying is that you get a minion and you can immediately deal 1 damage to that minion after it comes out with the infiltration. So that's like a good combo there. And you can remove tons of threat with infiltration and then hopefully kill that minion easily as well. Moment of Triumph to get some healing from that. Yeah, I feel like it's a cool deck. I think I have to actually play it to know like if it's like super viable. But I mean, I'm fine putting this on because I have not really played any Gamora decks that I found were like super duper good or anything. So yeah, I'm just not a big Gamora person. Narrator says, don't forget to run Press Advantage with heavy stun. Yeah. Press Advantage is a good card for Gamora too if your stats talking a lot. Yeah, I'll put this deck here as to play Gamora just because I don't really know. I'm not a big. I mean, I think in theory, it can definitely go crazy here, right? You high tempo and like even rush down Ronin. You have a lot of healing too, which I think increases the consistency of that. I don't know if she can handle that many minions, but I mean, you're getting a lot of readies. You're playing your events here, so I feel I mean, Yarmir is a lot of damage too, so I feel like this is a solid deck. So we'll put that in here for the best effort Gamora and aggression. I think aggression. I mean, the thing with aggression though is that Gamora can include aggression events if she plays another aspect. But I'm fine putting this here. I don't like. I think in theory, oh, you gotta have cut upper. I think you gotta have cut upper in this deck. Yeah, I feel like cut upper is really good too for the stun. The stats. Yeah, so this has no stats, so I think this works against like Thanos and like yeah, it's just going pure damage. Yeah, let me look up another Gamora deck here. Maybe we put it as honorable mention. Yeah, the thing with aggression for Gamora is that you can include all the aggression events if you're playing not aggression with Gamora, like clobbers and stuff like that, which could be interesting with her. So yeah, so for 6 events here, we have 3 infiltration and 3 momentum shifts. Gotcha. Okay, let's look up some other decks here for Gamora though. Let's do Gamora, and then definitely want to cut upper here. So we got cut upper. How many decks? A lot with cut upper. Okay, that makes sense. What are we thinking? Are we thinking should we look for a justice deck? Yeah, let's look for a justice deck because we have an aggression deck already. Comical says, if you're worried about 2 minions just one fight, you can remove them at more firepowers to use Gamora's sword. Oh yeah, the sword firepower I think is good, and Yarmur. Yeah, that's definitely a good swap for that. Let's check out this build here. Okay, so we got Justice Gamora here. Okay, this is like a pretty small ally build here. Oh, chance encounters. Okay, I was like, why is there nowhere? Each time you play a Guardian ally, you're gonna draw a card. But we only got 4. We have only 3 allies, and one of them's not a Guardian. But chance encounter is the main gimmick here for us to recur our Guardians, right? So cheap Guardians like Arrows, Martinex only 2 costs with whenever you have the Guardian trait, and Nebulous 2. So just cheap Guardians, and we keep on playing them to recur nowhere to get that card draw. Okay, so this is a Justice deck. So we got chance encounters and Skin Investigator. I like that. Only 1 player side scheme. I would assume more player side scheme. I think I usually go like max out on player side scheme when I'm playing Gamora though. But I like everything else about the deck here. I like cut upper. I don't like assess. I'm a big hater of assess the situation. Let's do a different deck, guys. I like the side schemes though. Let's look for one with a bunch of side schemes. So we do build support. We'll do superpower training. Okay. Ooh, we have 2 decks. Let's do Lamau de Thanos. Okay, we got a bunch of player side schemes here. We got cut upper. We got the raft. We got infiltration here in Justice. So that's the same combo that Okamiko was talking about, but in Justice here. Or with the infiltration, I mean. Just like infiltration to do a damage because Gamora's ability still works. And for the non-Justice cards, we can have 6. So we have cut upper, 3 hard knocks. Oh, I like that for the tough. And I like the precision strike here as well for like just a cheap attack event, because Gamora gets benefits each time she plays an event. And I like that we have the side skins here because she can remove a lot of threat. Not a lot of allies, but I mean we can build out otherwise. So okay, I'm gonna put this deck. I think I like this deck here as a justice deck for Gamora for honorable mention. Let me ask you guys, if you guys prefer aggression Gamora or justice Gamora. Let's do a poll. And I'll swap if you guys vote for justice. So best aspect for Gamora. Aggression or justice. I think these are both pretty cool decks though. But I'm not really leaning towards like any one of them. Just because I'm pretty, I don't know, I feel like I just don't vibe with Gamora that much. So let's see what you guys say. You guys have a strong opinion. Now we got 2 more heroes, guys. We're almost done. We just have Venom and Drax left. I'm not excited to do Drax or Venom actually. Yeah, I don't know what's the best Venom build. I don't know. Get your votes in, guys. We have not a lot of votes so far, but right now Justice is winning by a little bit. Yeah, are you guys a big fan of Gamora? How many? I always see such positive stuff about Gamora. Like people always recommend her for new players, like her events and everything. And I feel like I hear a lot of positivity about Gamora, but I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority. She's like, I feel like on paper, she would be a lot more fun than she actually is when I'm actually playing her. Okay, Beerly says Gamora is my favorite to play right now. Okay, I mean, yeah, I think, I guess I am in the minority for that. Gamora is fun in that you can just slap events on her, just a few select upgrades and support, and she's good enough. Yeah, but I think I agree with you, but I feel like she has to go out of tempo then, right? Because I feel like the longer the game goes, like the more the villain outscales her, right? She has to just like start off out the gate really, really fast and just like do her thing, which I think is kind of thematic, but I just wish that she could sustain herself a little bit more. Jeremy says, I tried her a couple of times in a protection change of fortune deck. Oh, that's interesting because she has her defensive end, right? What is it called? Cross counter. When you would take enemy damage, prevent 3 of it, do 1 damage to enemy, remove 1 threat from a scheme. And this, during the villain phase, can also proc her hero ability because it's a thorn attack, so you can remove another threat. Yeah, I feel like protection might be super fun with her, right? Change of fortune, doing a lot of damage during the villain phase. Because then you can proc this limit once per phase. I've never played her in protection, so that actually might be really cool. Because then you're procking this in the villain phase and the player phase. So you're being able to remove threat, do damage, like doubled up. Comico says she's beginner friendly and won't make you curse a card or a deck. Really? I feel like for me it's like event decks that make me curse a card order. So you guys have seen well you guys may not have seen because I just posted today, but the game that I was just talking about with Wonder Man versus the Hood with all the Thunderbolt modules, like because the deck is 20 events, I was just cursing like what I was drawing. Like I was complaining probably the whole game. Like because I was just not drawing the right stuff at the right time. I had like events, like when I wanted to turn the tides, I wasn't getting them. And then whenever I wanted like thwart events, I wasn't getting them. I kept drawing like the wrong events at the wrong time. Like kept drawing defiances when I need to play them during the player phase. And then I kept drawing like, turn the tides when I didn't have any threat removal, like stuff like that. So like that can definitely get clunky. I still need to pull through because I think that I'm Wonder Man just works really well with the free events. But I think events is to me like the most inconsistent type of like build, and you can really curse the card order when you're drawing stuff. Jeremy says, yeah, that with first hit. First hit's the protection. Oh, right. Because that can also do damage during the villain phase, right? Onto minions. Okamiko says protection also has powerful punch in first hit, which both trigger sword. Yeah, that I don't know, guys. It is protection. Should we do a poll? I'm not gonna do a poll. I think it's fine. I think I don't know. It's tied up, guys. Get your votes in. Aggression and justice are tied up here for Gamora. Jeremy says Jocasta can grab Jocasta can grab cross counter. All right, guys. Do you guys have a build? Should we? Because right now I'm almost leaning towards protection. Okay, let's end the poll. We'll do another poll adding protection. If you guys don't vote for protection, I'm not gonna find a deck. But if you guys vote for that, now I'll find a deck for best aspect for Gamora. So aggression Justice, and we'll add in protection here. I should just add it for the first pull. I might make a protection deck for Gamora actually, if we don't find one, because you know what? Let's look for one really quick, and then I'm gonna see if I can find one, or I may just make one. Protection. Okay, we want Change of Fortune. We want Jocasta. Jocasta's super good. Let's just see what we get with that. Is there a lot? Oh, there's only one list here. Okay, let's look at this deck. Okay, so we got a lot of these damaging cards. I like this stuff. Okay, first hit, like you guys are saying, but no out of aspect cards. Deals 2 damage to the villain. When a minion initiates an attack, do 2 damage to that minion. Yeah, so this is good. You can do this in the player phase to get her. I think first hit's auto include. That card's super good with her. We want to play protection for the Change of Fortune. And then we have some defense events here. Do we have another defense? This is attack and defense as well. So this card's really good. Sidestep is just a defense event. Yeah, it does damage, but it's not an attack. I mean, this isn't. Oh, no doubles though. Do we need doubles? I think the cost card's pretty low, right? We do have a decent amount of higher cost cards. We have 18 higher cost cards, so about half the deck works with the doubles. I don't know. Drawing card is nice with this. Let's see the other deck here. We'll just take a look at this one. I like Clear Area with Gamora. Oh, yeah, this is a card I like with her. A super cheap door event to play during the player phase. Oh, maybe instead of hit and run, we do that one card that's better. Multi-talented, I think, is better than hit and run. Okay. I think I'm going to make a deck here, guys. Let's make a deck. Let's make a Gamora deck. Let me close some tabs. Okay, what are you guys saying here in chat? Nariano says, Gamora is fun. It has a cross-aspect thing going for theory crafting. She's a great hero for first-timers. Yeah, a lot of people recommend that. Spider Bro, welcome to the chat. I think ready for a fight with Gamora is fun. You can use her alter ego ability more in a condition room. Yeah, I feel like that's a good shout. Let's make a deck here for Gamora, guys. So I think I definitely want to include ready for a fight because her she has the alter ego card right with her condition room. Yeah, good shout out there. Where is Gamora? G. I don't know why I can't find Gamora today. Okay. All right, let's put some cards that we want here. So we'll do Jocasta. We'll do ready for a fight. Let's put in 1 for now, and we'll see if we want to add in more. Let's put in, what was that defense event? Not defense event, but let me do this before I forget. Powerful Punch for sure. I like Clear the Area. I like, what was that first hit, right? That's when you guys kept shouting out. I'm loving protection right now, guys. Let's see what first hit. Protection has 100% of the votes right now, too. So everyone that voted for Aggression Justice is now voting for protection as well. Jeremy says maybe Patriot could be good. You're getting a lot of minions. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this build is getting minions. I think with some of the other builds that we saw, like if you're doing Infiltration, I think for sure Patriot. But I don't think I'm going for a minion build for what I'm building right here. And I may play this because this may really, like, I'm kind of getting excited right now for playing Gamora. And she's not here that I really like that much, but I'm liking, like, trying protection with her to trigger this thing twice, like once per phase. What are we looking for, guys? What is that? Change of Fortune. That's what we're looking for. Should we do it? Let's put 1. Okay, we have that. I think player side schemes is just always solid with Gamora. Whoops. So we're gonna max on our side schemes here. Value threat she can't play. She don't have the Avenger Shield trade, unfortunately. Super training. And then are there any protection side schemes? Protection may have the worst side scheme set. This is not bad for the tough. I'll add that. Julio, welcome to the chat. Glad you couldn't make it. I think we're almost done, but right now we're building a more deck really quickly. Okay, let's see. Let's put in the basic doubles, I think. Or is everything so cheap that we don't need it? Powerful Punch could use it though. I don't know. Maybe we don't need it here. Let's put in some cheap. No, let's put them in. I think we need. Let's put them in for now. Let's see what else we add. Yeah. If you like to focus more on ready for fight, you could make the form change responses from aggro. Oh, what do you mean? If you want to focus more on ready for fight, you could include a form change response. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we want to go that route, but that would be really cool. You're talking about what is it? Is it lay down the law? Yeah, after you change forms, you can proc this, and we also have surprise attack, right? I think that's what you're talking about. Surprise attack from aggression. Yeah, that could be really cool. Should we go that route instead? All in, ready for a fight? Oh man, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take out the clear areas. Let's go high tempo. Let's go like a crazy tempo here. We'll go surprise attack. We'll go lay down the law. We'll max out here on the ready for fights. Does that work? Will this deck work? I still like to play with side schemes but we don't really have anything to target for them. I think they're easy for us to clear though. We can play them during play phase and clear it during the villain phase. I don't know, guys. Will this work? It's kind of crazy. Jeremy says, player side skins I feel are a must. Sometimes you run out of threats to remove. Yeah. Okamiko says, surprise attack. Yeah. Thanks for shouting that out. Hulu says, I haven't been able to join your live stream for about 2 weeks. Yeah, we've been missing you, man. Hopefully, I've been able to join you whenever you get to the Web-Warriors wave. Oh, yeah, what is that? I mean, I don't know. I really want to do a live stream on some of the newer stuff. We get new news, but right now it's been kind of slow with Marvel Champions news. But I mean, I will continue this series during like slower weeks like this week. You could add couldn't care just for build support. Oh yeah, couldn't care is really good for her, right? Because we need these kickers. Yeah, we need these kickers for lay down a law and surprise attack. Well, we have it with the keen instincts. But yeah, I mean we always do helicarrier. I think we can add both. Because couldn't carrier, we can use this during the villain phase, which I think she wants to do if we're doing all this crazy stuff, like powerful punches and stuff. But then we do helicarrier if we draw during the player phase. So I almost want to go. Do I take out the doubles here? We're at 40 cards, guys. We don't have any allies. Can we live with this type of deck? I don't know. We live with this deck, guys. We're ready for a fight, but then so we're ready for a fight. We change the hero form. The villain attacks us. How do we deal with that? Oh, who was saying? Oh, sorry, Jeremy. I think it was Jeremy. Patriot could be good if you get into minions. Dude, you're right. This is a minion build because I forgot I've changed a fortune here. Okay, I think I'm trying to do too many things with the build. I think we have to choose the ready for a fight, lay down a loss of res attack, or we choose to lean into minions with change of fortune, go protection. I think we're splitting too much right now. Okamiko says maybe 2 ready for fight or parties plan. Yeah. I think that's a good. Yeah, let's do that for now, and we'll see what we want to do. So okay, I think this deck does not work. I think it's split too thin. We have to choose right now. We have to make a decision, guys. Do we want to go change of fortune minions, or do we want to go and like staying up in hero form with like not perfect defense, but like defending a lot? Or do we want to go form flipping with ready for a fight and lay down a law and surprise attack? So I'm gonna ask you guys. So you guys vote for protection for the best aspect. So I'm gonna put this as the best deck for whatever we end up building. But let's do another poll here. What deck should we build? So we'll do what is it called? Form flipping with ready for fight, or what's the thing I said? Like change of fortune. Yeah, because we had to take out the other cards, so what are we not doing? But yeah, we do form flipping. I think Patriot. I mean, let's add him in. Patriot, I think is good if we're leaning into the. Oh man, I'm not getting it. Is there another Patriot? Is there 2 Patriots? Okay. Okay, you guys are voting. Oh, get your votes in, guys. It's pretty close. So far, form flipping is winning. So I think we may try this form flipping build. Then we'll take out the minion stuff. Yeah, but then we'll probably take out first aid and powerful punch. We'll just go into like form flipping a lot. I guess you guys are interested in how form flipping works with Ready for Fight. So we do form flipping with Ready for Fight. We need more stuff to protect us during the villain phase. So we either need allies. So maybe we keep Patriot and Jocasta. And we need like ways to defend. So like cross counter is good to prevent damage, but we need more ways to mitigate that. A lot of form flipping asks for Dark Sinclair, hidden base. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, we flipping a lot. Yeah. So I think you guys are voting for form flipping right now. So let me just go ahead and change the deck a little bit for that. So I do like this card though, but I think that works more with the change your fortune build. So let's go form flipping here because we can lay down a law and surprise attack. That's pretty cool. So we'll keep this established perimeter. We're gonna add in, what did you say? You said hidden base. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do hidden base. Oops, wrong keyboard. Hidden base. We need those toughs. Hidden base so good, yeah. Julio says, what about Groot so he tanks the minions? Yeah. That's a good shout out. I like that. Groot can block some minions for us. Spyro says, I think allies and cross count is probably enough. You can get good healing when you flip down. Yeah. Let's add Dark Sinclair for the healing. Should we add Night Nurse too? I don't know. I think we need to up this. Let's up it to 3. Let's up this to 2 if we're flipping that as much as we're planning on flipping. We're at 39 cards here. Do we still want Helicarrier, Queen Carrier, and the doubles? Yeah, because we can't afford the allies without the doubles. I don't know. Let's see. Good old Nick. Oh yeah, I think we need Nick Fury. Good shout out. We need Nick here. He's expensive though, but so if we take out the doubles, we take out Nick. If we keep the doubles here, I think we keep Nick. I feel this is not bad. This is interesting. So we're just flipping and we lay down the law and surprise attack and just get value out of this. We do this during the villain phase because Ready for Fight flips us from alter ego to hero form during the villain phase. So we have the 6 card hand size. We flip up, immediately do this or this, and then we can trigger finesse and precision, hopefully, to get extra effects off. And during the player phase, we play Gamora's actual like hero actions to trigger finesse and precision again, right? So the key to the build is to trigger this both times, to both phases, right? Because limit once per phase. So when we remove that during the villain phase, remove that during the player phase, and precision to do damage in the villain phase and to do damage in the player phase. So that's kind of like, yeah, and we want to cross counter a lot as well. So yeah, I think this might be it here, right? Just cross counter, lay down a law surprise attack. I'm not sure though if we should just go super low cost, like only 2 cost allies. Why do we have Patriot? Oh yeah, for the minions, but I don't think we're going any minions. Like we may not get any minions anymore, right? Like the build. Yeah, let's take them out because I think we're not going minions anymore. I think Jocasta is a must. We could take out Groot, Nick Fury, and the doubles and just put in really cheap allies instead, or we keep them in. I feel like Queen Carrier is a must because you have 3 requirements. So the thing is, I agree with you. The thing is, we have keen instincts to generate the wild resource for attack or authority events. So that's pretty useful for us. And then these aren't required. So after you change form, you can remove threat from a scheme. Like 1 for 3 is still good, but you get a kicker if you do the mental. So like it's not like a must. It's just like super nice. Same with the surprise attack. So we don't necessarily need it. It's just like a nice thing to have. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is pretty decent right now. I don't. Oh yeah, Queen Care for Dark Sinclair though is pretty big. What are you guys feeling right now? We do need physicals. Oh yeah, the phys. Yeah. You know what? You're right. We need a Queen Care because we need the physicals for Red for Fight. What's our? Let's save the deck. What is our cost curves right now? Julio says, I just want to say hi. Can't really say, but hopefully next week. Yeah, see you later, Julio. I'm glad you're able to join us for a little bit, and hopefully we'll see you again next week as well. But yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day and your week. Comical says, maybe some water resource instead of the doubles. Yeah, maybe we put like those, like the other deck that we saw with that defense stuff. So we have a lot of physicals here actually with the cost curve. Yeah. What is our army with the resource curve? But the cost curve here, okay, we have 17 one cost. So we have 1, 6. We have 13 cards that are hits for the doubles. We could reduce that. 1, 2. No, I think I keep the doubles here if I'm gonna keep Sinclair and Hidden Base, because those cost 2. So they're really nice to play with the doubles. And yeah, I feel like we keep the doubles. I don't know. Because they're cheap. If we keep everything, I don't know. If we added more one cost cards, let's end the poll here. The deck seems good, honestly. Yeah, I'm liking how it looks. I just don't know if it can survive. Oh, Power of Protection. That might be cool. Power of Protection here. It'll hit Jocasta. It's a wild to hit all the kickers for everything. It'll work for Sinclair and Hidden Base. Okay, we do Power Protection. We take out Nick, Groot, and the doubles. Let's try it. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's a good shot. So let's try this. Power Protection. We'll put in 2. We'll take out Groot. We'll take out Nick. We'll take out these basic doubles. Okay, let's get some allies. We do want some allies. I think we want Starhawk. I mean, he's Guardian, so he's a good one. And he's a 2-cost ally who can like do a lot of things for us. What other protection allies are there? We want really, really cheap allies. So how do we? Yeah, this. Okay. So let me think. Oh, this is it. This is it. There's not like Stark's really the best one. Daredevil is decent. I don't know if I want to go. Maybe we just take damage. And then we heal back up with Sinclair. Huh? Maybe that will work. Off aspect events are 1 cost. The off aspect events are 1 cost. Yeah. True, yeah. Maybe we can add more cheap events, but we can also add protection events that are 2 costs because of Power of Protection. So we're maxed on the events here. I don't think we go. I think we actually don't go cut upper here for this build, right? This is an attack, but defend though. I think we want to add maybe Defiance so we don't die to hits. No, it's not an attack. We want to find these type of like attack or thwart defense events, like multi things, right? Or do we have enough? Because we have the cross counters during the villain phase, and we also have laid down a lot in surprise attack, which is also during the villain phase with ready for a fight. Brother Voodoo. Ooh. Yeah. I think Brother Voodoo. All aspect events are 1 cost, so power protection works for them due to being single wise. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think Voodoo is a good call. Let's do Brother Voodoo. Yeah, because we want more events. We want that event tutoring, and we can power protection for him. I feel like this is pretty nice. I'm liking this so far. What else you guys thinking? Nora Antler says, "What's your thoughts on enhanced physique versus when Quinn Carrier easy to get down, breaks even at 2 turns versus break even at 3?" I like Quinn Carrier a lot more. Like, are you talking about for this deck? I think for this deck, definitely Quinn Carrier because we have so many different kickers, right? It's like so weird because we have Ready for Fight, which requires a physical. We have Sinclair, who needs a mental. We have Lay Down a Law, which is not required, but we want the mental for the extra kicker. And Surprise Attack, we want the physical for extra kicker, right? So like we're split between mentals and physicals there. So I think the Wall from Quinn Carrier is a lot more versatile for this deck. What doesn't kill me? I was just thinking about what doesn't kill me, but I don't know if we care about that. We kind of want like the healing and ready is always nice. I almost wish it was an attack or authority event though. You know what I mean? So let's put it in for now. Do you guys think we have enough during the villain phase though? 2 cross counters, 3 lay down laws, and 3 surprise attacks. As like our villain phase type of thing with the Red for fight. Like or powerful punch. Because it's an attack event, so it procs storm, but it doesn't mitigate. Okay, let me try to find first. I want a event here, a protection event that's either an attack or a thwart, while also being a defense event, like during the villain phase. This is not it. Maybe it doesn't exist. Yeah, I don't think it exists. Yeah, powerful punch is kind of like it just doesn't prevent damage though. It's the only thing with that. Any new cards? Counter punch. Yeah, I want to try prevent damage because I feel like we're super squishy here. I feel like we just get blown up by villain attacks. I mean, we have the hidden base, but until we get that out, I feel like we're not that like we have this and this, so we're kind of relying on that. And Sinclair can give us heals, but yeah, I don't know. I feel a little bit weak here. I do like the what doesn't kill me for the healing though. If we want it to be an attack, maybe momentum shift. Oh yeah. Good shout out there. Let me see momentum shift. Heal 2 damage for hero, do 2 damage to enemy. Yeah. There, yeah, we just have to heal, but the heal might be useful for us. Let's put 2 in for now. So if we play this, yeah, because the reason why I want it to be an attack authority because we can use wait, this is for any attack authority event. So we can use Keen Instincts for momentum shift, and we can't use it for Red for Fight. We can heal, do damage, and we can proc our precision to remove threat as well. So yeah, I think I like that more than Red for Fight right now. Jeremy says the one dude's damage. Yeah, I think you're talking about the momentum shift. Condition room also heals 1. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we flip them down a lot. We get a lot of conditioning room, right? We get this effect a lot. Yeah, okay. I think my only concern is if we can take enough damage. But I think we can, right? We have allies, we have hidden base for the toughs. We got a lot of heal with momentum shift, Sinclair, and conditioning room. And then, yeah, this is a super weird deck, but I like this deck here, guys. We're going to try this. Yeah, we're going to try this deck. Okay, so, okay. All right, that's our deck, guys. I'm going to say, let's see, live stream, chat builds deck. Okay, cool. I'm excited for this. Okay, I'm going to play this deck, guys. We're going to play this deck. I don't know when, probably soon, probably this week, but I'm going to try this deck out, guys. Thank you so much for helping me build this deck. Yeah, I am actually pretty excited to play Gamora. This may be the most excited I've ever been to play Gamora because she's, like I said multiple times, she's not one of my favorite heroes, but this is looking kind of cool. Look at the cost curve. I'd like to see a video on it. Yeah, let me see. So we have 6 0 cost cards, 17 1 cost cards. So 23 cards are like 1 or cheaper. No 4 costs, and then only a few 3 costs, but we're probably not playing Helicarrier and Quincarrier. These are mostly just targets for the build support here. And then and if like for some reason we just have Helicarrier and nothing else to play, like on turn 1, we can play it, right? And then what's the other 3 cost card? Voodoo is just very good. Power protection hits for him. And then for 2 cuts, yeah. So 5, there's 5 3 cost cards. Oh yeah, the sword's super expensive. We get that out with superpower training. So another side scheme. Target. What's the other 3 cost card? Oh, Jocasta. She's gonna be very good here. Is she though? Should we take out Jocasta? The only defense event that we have is cross counter, but cross counter is so good. That helps us. I think we keep Jocasta because we really want to play this multiple times. Yes, hopefully she doesn't whiff for us. And we have a bunch of 2 cost. Yeah, I'm liking this, guys. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play this deck. I'll play this deck. I can't do it on stream because I don't have a setup for it. I would love to do it on stream to follow up with this live stream. But yeah, we're gonna try this. Maybe Ironheart as a cheap ally to draw 1. Yeah, I think that's a good consideration. We're at 40 already, and I think we could definitely consider swapping Jocasta out for Ironheart, just because we don't have as many defense events as I would like with only the cross counter. But yeah, I mean the fact that the Ironheart can't get hit with power protection though, so that's my only concern. But yeah, I think you can definitely make the case to swap that in. But let's try this here first. I'm liking the more green stuff here. So yeah, okay, we're gonna yeah, let's put this deck. I think because I haven't tried it, I'll put it in honorable mentions right now for Gamora. Right? Why don't we do this? Does activate? Yeah. Cross count is another one that activates her hero abilities, right? So like we really want to we can even flip up and then like lay down the law and still also cross counter. So like just a lot of stuff that we can do. And then sure it's limited once per phase for like precision and the other one, but we can hit the other one is what I mean. So let me explain what I mean there. So like wrong deck. Like if we flip up with the red for fight, we can surprise attack, right? We change forms, we do 4 damage to the villain, and then we attacked, so then we can trigger our precision, or sorry, finesse to remove 1 from a scheme. Then, whenever the villain attacks us, because red for fight changed the scheme activation attack, we can still play cross counter if we have it in our hand, or through Jocasta. So when we take damage, we prevent 3 of it, and then we can deal 1 damage and remove it from a scheme. And then that's a Thor and attack. So we already triggered finesse, but now we can hit the other one, precision, and still be able to deal 1 damage to enemy with that. So like we have multiple ways to go around it. I wish we did have more defense events though. Like 3 copies of cross counter would be huge. But I think that's interesting. Yeah, I think that can be really good there. Aaron says, I'm going to run it for sure. I love this live stream deck. Yeah, this is super fun. I'm glad you guys helped me build this deck. Yeah, sorry for like going on a tangent here with Gamora. I did not expect to be in Gamora here for so long. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Let me ask you guys, should I put this deck here? Like, okay, so now you guys know the 3 decks that we have here. We have the protection deck. We got the justice deck and aggression. Which one should I put as the best deck? I'll do a poll here. So which Gamora deck? Because we haven't played it yet though, so we don't know if the protection deck actually works out. So I'm leaving it honorable mentions, but if you guys want me to put it there as a recommendation, I can do that. Should we put best deck? So we'll do the aggression deck, justice, or protection. I know you guys voted for protection last time, but we haven't seen the deck yet. But now that we have the deck, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit of a unique type of deck. So I don't know exactly how it's going to run. So I do want to, I'm not sure about putting it out of the honorable mentions yet. If it like runs really badly, right? I don't know if I want to put it there. But I'll post a video either way. If I lose or win, it doesn't matter. If the deck is like horrible, I'll still post it. And we'll be like, oh, we built a bad deck. But yeah, I'm excited to try this deck here. Let's see. Comical says, if we wanted to spam cross counter more, we need to cameo Miss Marvel. Oh yeah, that would be. Can we even do that? How do we do that? Cross counter. We had to do leadership, but then we don't have Jocasta for it. But so just be Miss Marvel like recurring in leadership. That's a whole different deck. Yeah, whole different deck there. Yeah, all right. That was awesome, guys. Thank you guys for everyone for your suggestions. I think that was super duper cool. That was, yeah, I didn't expect to build a deck here that I'm like very excited for. That's our live stream chat builds deck here. This is really cool. I would not have thought of this deck by myself for sure. Like a lot of you guys give me really cool ideas with the lay down the law, surprise attack, and then hidden base for the flip downs and ready for a fight. Yeah, a lot of cool things going on there. I really like this deck. Jerry says, yeah, maybe after trying it, we may have a better opinion, but for now, it seems good. Yeah, it seems good right now for sure. I agree, but I don't know. Comical says, also, a KO Miss Marvel deck could wrap response Nebula to occur cross. Oh yeah, Nebula also gets you cross counter too, right? Yeah, this is like such a good ally too, especially for Gamora, but like just in general. This is really nice for us because we can get cross counter with Nebula if we want to plan out for it. So that's really cool. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of consistency stuff that we got going on here. Yeah, my throat is dying, guys. Yeah, okay. It looks like the majority of guys are going for here for protection. So yeah, we'll put protection here as our recommended deck, and we'll see what happens. So here's another protection hero. Dang it, we got too many protection now. Yeah, like it just because protection just has so many cool stuff, guys. It just has so many cool stuff. Like I don't know what to say about that. Like there's so many fun archetypes that we can do, and even though Gamora, wants to do attack and authority events, we're still going protection because we're ready for a fight. Right, in the form flipping, and form flipping to abuse the lay down the law and the other aspect type of attack events, authority events. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try this deck sometime this week. This is really cool. Definitely want to play this. Okay, let's move on finally to the next hero. Oh, you guys didn't see. Forgot to share a tab. Okay, so I put protection here as our deck, the deck that we just built, and then we have the aggression and justice decks here for honorable mentions, and then we have protection as her best aspect. 3 out of 4 so far, guys, is in protection. All right, Venom, I do not know. I'm gonna pull you guys here. So best aspect for Venom. Aggression. Justice. Leadership. Protection. All right, let me know some decks too, guys. What is the best way to play Venom? I think he stinks in all of them. I don't think he has good synergies. Even in aggression, the weapon exhaust stuff, I hate with Venom because he wants to exhaust the weapons to actually use their effect. especially the multi-gun. So you get more value most of the time from just exhausting it for his own effects. Kamiko says, I find it a bit ridiculous that leadership has to make the call, rapid response, regroup, med lab, and more for getting allies back, whereas non-blue decks just have single cards for recurring events. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean. Non-blue decks have just single cards for recurring events, just single cards. So you just mean like not enough stuff to recur events, I guess? To be fair, like in my personal opinion, I'm fine with leadership having all that because leadership is like the ally deck. So just recurring, but like obviously leadership is one of the strongest aspects because allies are so powerful. But if allies weren't as strong, I think that would be a lot more balanced for them to have all that stuff. Thematically, I'm just okay with it because of like the theme. Jeremy says, I feel Venom is the same in every aspect. Me too, man. I don't feel like that he plays that differently. I feel like he's just playing his guns and doing his thing. Maybe that's why I don't like Venom that much. Sam, I'm also not a big Venom fan. So yeah, shout out to you for also not being a Venom fan. Comico says, yes, leadership is about allies and it can recur them in a million ways. Yeah. Yeah, I think I hear what you're saying. Like maybe justice should have ways to like a million ways for like threat mitigation instead of just threat removal. And aggression should have a million ways to do damage, which I think it does for aggression. But maybe protection. And protection has so many different archetypes, though. It's a thing too. So for Venom, you can go firepower for his pistols. Man the wall because he's a soldier. Oh, he's a soldier. Oh yeah. Because Flash Thompson was like, he's a vet, right? And then face a pass instantly get symbiotes for the man the wall discount. I like that, but symbiotes are rough. I don't want to get symbiotes because it's all 4 coming out, right? Yeah, the discount's nice. I don't know if I want to face. I don't know if it's a pass is a good card for him, but that might be fun. Let's find a deck here, guys. Let's see. Let's find a aggression deck. Okay, so we're looking for Venom now. Okay. Let's see. We want to do Firepower. It's a pretty new card, so I think that'll help us get a newer deck with some new cards in there. And then we're doing Man of the Wall. I think that's a good shout out. It might be like the best energies for him, I guess. Let's do let me see here. Do we want to do Face the Past too? Let's do Face the Past too. I'm not sure about Face the Past, but I hear what you're saying. It's really good, the Mana Wall combo. I think that's a fun combo that we can do there. Let's take a look at this deck. Gunswinger. Okay, so we got the Firepower, we got the Face Past, so we got the combo. We got Man the Wall, because he has a soldier trait. So this is a minion deck. Yeah, this is a bunch of minions here. We bring it. We have Angela, right, to recur the minions. Raccoon's good at minions as well. Yeah, we have Hall of Heroes, so we're just bringing out a lot of minions, I think. We have Enhanced Awareness and Enhanced Physique. Is that to hit the kickers? Oh, yeah, for Venom's event, kickers on those? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun that we have these cards. I don't know if they're good enough, though, to warrant 2 spots. We're just like not having a research. Like he won't have a research generator for anything, essentially, right? Like the only thing is this, which reduces cost for cards, so that won't work. Actually, yeah. Now that I think I don't know. I don't know if Mana Wall is that good with, because we can't use it for Grass and Tendrils, right? And then we can't use it for to hit the kicker for like our behind the enemy lines, because if we just reduce the cost, we still need to pay for it with the mental. Which this does have the thing for it, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I think this deck is okay. We can put this into consideration, but I think I'll find. Let me see if I can find our deck. So let's put this right here for the aggression deck. Oops. You guys, yeah. So I just put this here. Yeah. Let's just do aggression for Venom because I don't really know what's best, and I think there's some cool synergies there. I think it's just a little bit clunky. It's like what I'm thinking about with like. Because Face the Past, like I hear what you're saying. I think that's fun, Man the Wall. But like those minions are super hard to deal with, so that's another thing. If you have firepower for it, that could be good. But then you need all your weapons in play to really get full value out of that. Let's see. Let's look at our deck here. I like who I like. And we have heli. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Got helicarrier here. Lock and load. I think we can go. I think Venom clears threat pretty easily, right? I like lock and load here. That's really good, right? Maybe a build support too. I think I like Quinn Care and build support with Venom a lot, right? I think Quinn Care is one of the best cards for Venom. Comico says maybe build support and Quinn Care. Yeah, instead of enhanced cards. Yeah, aggressive energy. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need. Okay, let's look. Did this deck have lock and load though? No lock and load either. Yeah, I think we need lock and load. Okay, let's take this off. Let's take out Face of Pass. I'm not like huge on Man the Wall for him. I think it's decent. I don't think it's like the hugest thing. I don't know if he wants to go full minions, but I do think build support is really good for him. I think Quinn Care is really good. I think I built a deck with build support Quinn Care, but not in aggression though. But I think that's really good for him. And then what's the other card we said? I think lock and load. I think we want these side schemes on Venom because his third removal is not bad with the multi gun. Oh, there's no deck that has it. I like superpower training on him is really good too. If we take out firepower, I think we should find it. But should I just build a deck really quick, guys? Superpower. This stream's going too long. I don't want to build another deck. All right, let's build another deck. I guess we're gonna build another deck here, guys. Oh man. Okay, I think this is gonna be super duper quick. Super duper quick deck here. Super duper quick. Okay, we're not gonna spend too much time. Let's do, because I really want to get those side schemes in for him. I like my personal experience with Venom is that he likes the side schemes to get his stuff out. So, okay, we're gonna do side scheme, build support, superpower training, and we'll go lock and load. Yeah, because this gets the multi-gun, like the best card for Venom, and we really want to get the multi-gun out as soon as possible. So, like, I think that this is like an auto-include for Venom. Build support for Quinn Care, it's not an auto-include, but it's really nice because Quinn Care is probably better on him than most Avengers because he really wants that wall resource because all of his events have a different kicker, right? Energy kicker here, physical kicker here, mental kicker here, right? We want to hit those kickers with the Quinn Care, so that's huge. Another shot for Venom would be protection. Tons of villain phase cards to use his resource, and he can heal up the damage super fast with probably Rebirth and Claire. Tons of villain phase cards to use the resource. Tons of villain phase cards to use his resource. Oh, right, he generates the wall himself. Yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot. Yeah. So he has that himself too. Yeah, maybe I'm not thinking. I wasn't thinking about this for the other builds, but yeah, I feel like that could be good too. Are we doing protection again, guys? Because then we're doing red for fight Venom, right? His here resources one per phase. Yeah, so we want to use it both phases, and you can heal it up with St. Clair. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Are we going protection? What do you guys vote for? No. Okay, Chad voted for aggression. 50% in aggression. So we're gonna stick with aggression. But I hear you. That can be really fun. Yeah, let's stick with aggression just because Chad voted for it. So we'll do firepower. And you're saying we can exhaust his pistols for that. Yeah, because the pistols aren't as much value as multi-gun, so we can firepower the pistols. He has one additional restricted. Yeah, so I don't want to add side holster. I think this is enough. We just keep the weapons like this. I got a good leadership build for Venom. If you want to check. Yeah, sure. I'll put that in my honorable mentions here. Chad voted for aggression, so I'll put aggression as the best deck, but I'll put your deck here in honorable mentions for a deck for leadership Venom. Let me go ahead and do that right now before I forget. So what's the deck was called? Let's see. Galaxy on Duty. Oh, I see it here. Okay, let's share the tab. Gosh, thank you for another chat. For another deck here. Oh, Cameo. What's the deck about, dude? Looking for Mantis. Have fun with the healing. Did you tell us what the deck's about? Okay, Mantis. Why are we getting Mantis? We're just healing all with Venom. You had to explain to me the concept of the deck here. And yeah, for me to put it in honorable mention, because I don't get it. So each Guardians has the Guardian trait. You play an upgrade and ally draw card. So it's a Guardians of Galaxy that's super unique. I don't see this a lot for sure. We have a lot of ally upgrades. I don't know how viable that is though. Why with Venom instead of other heroes is my question. Like, because we have other Guardians that we can do as well. Because Venom, I feel like we're split thin now. I feel like we have to do the multi-gun stuff, right? Because if we don't have multi-gun and his gun's out, this is like trash. And then we're also trying to play allies. So I don't know. Let's finish our deck here though. But I'll leave your deck. Jeremy says maybe a weapon that doesn't exhaust to work. Yeah, but then we had to add in side holster, I think, because we already have 3 restricted weapons. So wait, is it? Let me think. I know Darren Line loves the weapon. Sorry guys, my eyes are getting a little tired. What is it called? The post grenades, are they not restricted? Post grenades. Okay, we can add a post grenade. Yeah, we just add one as a target. So we just have another weapon here. Yeah, because these don't have the exhaust and they're a weapon upgrade. And they're not restricted. So we can, without putting inside holster, because I don't want to put inside holster just for another weapon here. For the red deck, should we add in front organization? He does not losing his upgrades and supports. Maybe. When you counter card with discard card, you can show when discard this. The thing is, like, the only thing is, like, the pistols are so cheap. I don't think I mind discarding that. That's my only thing. Like, he has cheap cards that are like fine targets for it. Let's see. Let's build the deck a little bit, and we'll see if we have any other cheap cards to be targets for that. If we have any other cheap upgrades and supports, like 0 cost ones. Okay, so we got the side skins. We got this. What else are we doing with the deck, guys? Do we have enough economy here? Let's put them in doubles. I think Venom always wants the basic doubles. Do we need one more resource generator? We couldn't carry his thing. I don't know if Helicarrier is as good with him. I think Helicarrier is so good. I've used Helicarrier on him. I think that's good. We can target that with the build support if we can play out the Queen Carrier. So I always want to get at least 2 targets for that. So let's do Helicarrier. Okay. Let's see. Okonko says Toto will activate his Spire Sense. Toto, yes. Yeah, it would activate Spire Sense. Do we want to do that though? I don't know. Toto, let's see. That works on minions, right? You choose an enemy, it could be a minion. So this could help us clear out minion and trigger Spire Sense. I don't know if we want to use it on a villain because of the boost card the villain gets. I feel like that's tough. Why Venom for his archetype? Oh yeah, for your leadership build. So let me go back here while I'm reading your comment. So Galaxy on duty. All right. Because I find him more stable than others to play it, even Starlord, and you can tank the hit so well with Mantis and Rebirth. So are you just tanking? Oh, okay. So you're keeping the allies up in play, and Venom's taking the hits himself, taking damage himself, and then Mantis is healing you up. Yeah, I don't know. He's a soldier, so he uses mission leader as well. Yeah. Okay. I'll put this deck. I'm just not sure. I feel like this deck is like kind of out of my range of what I'm used to, so I'll have to probably play it to know. I don't mind adding it here. Let's add it to honorable mentions. I just don't know if it'll play well. I mean, if you played it well, then you can let me know. But yeah, I'm just not sure because I feel like it's just a deck like this. I think the way because it doesn't have the stuff that I'm traditionally used to knowing. Of like the deck will play like very reliably, especially with an ally upgrade deck with cameo too. So your turn 1's kind of slower. But if you're popping off with that, then yeah, it could work. Hadash. Spire Bro says air cover with suppressing fire, maybe for some healing. Oh, let's see. Let's do. I don't even know these cards. Wait, I might start typing the wrong thing. Air fire. Okay, what'd you say? Air cover, right? Air cover with suppressing fire. Okay. 1 cost support. After minion enters play, exhaust this card and remove 1 feud counter from it. Search your deck and discard off for a tactic upgrade that can be attached to a minion out to your hand. Oh, so this is for minions, right? Okay, and it's suppressing fire. Let me erase this up there. That's bothering me. Okay, suppressing fire. It's a tactic upgrade. When you attack and defeat attachment, huge damage. So this is for more healing. I could see it. I could see it. Let's see what else we can add first, because I don't know. I want to go like because we're already doing weapons. I don't know. We want to go into minions as well with that. And there's a lot of combo pieces that we need. Hadash says clarity of purpose Instead, oh yeah, Clear Purpose is probably really good for leadership. Yeah. I think Clear Purpose is a good card for Venom too, for that wild. Instead of the Queen Carrier, yeah, because Queen Carrier you can't naturally play, which is annoying. Well, Congo says Red Deathlock would provide you with another weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that because I think because then I have a dead card with a shoot Saturn, which I can't play except for Deathlock because I'm not shield, you know. Or give Venom side hoster. Yeah, maybe we just go side hoster Yarm because that might be better than. Yeah, because then we had side hoster. We can use side hoster instead of front or the organization. Yeah, we'll just do that. Let's do that. I use side hoster. Let's do it because Yarm is really good for him because it doesn't exhaust. Yeah, we'll just go Yarm side hoster. Yeah, okay. Okay. Feeling decent here. We have targets for lock and load, targets for superpower training, targets for build support. Yeah, we just go allies now then, I guess. I guess we just go allies, finish up. Home technique and a war skill would boost his firepowers. Do we want to do that? Because then it's like because we're already doing weapons is the thing. I don't want to split the deck too thin. Bug and energy spear is also an option for our power field. True. Yeah. Yeah, we can put in bug. Bug is just super good. I recently did a Venom million build. I'm obsessed with digging deep. White Fox card for a combo. Yeah, I like that too. I think I would have went milling for Venom for sure if he if your set ability works for that. So like his alter ego setup ability here, armed and ready, you discard from top of your deck until you get a weapon upgrade and it adds to your hand. So like with that effect, it's during setup, and player card effects like digging deep and white fox cannot trigger during setup. It's like the Fisher rule in March Champion. So like digging deep, if it's discard from top of your deck through a setup from Venom, he can't trigger it, which stinks. So that's why I'm kind of off of that for Venom. This deck's gonna look like T'Challa's aggression. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I think this is very similar to the T'Challa deck, but I think it's not as good as the T'Challa deck because T'Challa already has non-restricted weapons that don't exhaust, right? Venom's weapons are all restricted and they all exhaust for an effect. So it's like if you're exhausting pistols, sure, like this isn't the best effect, but you're still not able to use it here, right? It's like the opportunity cost. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just not a big Venom fan. Exactly, not as good. Yeah. I mean, this is what Chad voted for, so I think we should just honor that. And yeah, but because like I don't know if Venom necessarily like is really good in any aspect, to be honest. Like I don't know if he's I don't know. I'm not a big Venom fan. I don't think he has as much synergies and aspects as other heroes. Narayander says nowhere Triskele and Million Diversity Conference 2020 sounds good. Yeah, I can post that in my honorable mentions here as well. Let's see. So looking for Venom decks. Let's see. Oh, I see it here. Yeah, we add this for a million deck. I think. What we got going on here? You only got one card for 8 though. Do you want to add more? Oh, you have Caliban for other milling. Okay, I see. Yeah, we add for honorable mention here for Venom. So we have Galaxy on duty, and we have no leadership deck here. The milling deck. Okay. Okay. Let's finish building our deck here, guys. Okay. Let's just make the rest like staple cards. So let's just make this. This is gonna be very similar to T'Challa deck though, but we'll do. Let me think here. I think we want Psylocke. We want Sunfire, pop off weapons from the villain. We want any other Guardians. We could do Angela. I don't think I want to go Super Minion. Should we just do Minion? Should we just do Spyro said the suppressing fire combo? I don't know. I don't know. I want to do that. I just don't know. I want to do. Oops, you guys can't see the deck. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Aggressive stance and keep out the pressure will give us firepower, a bit more consistency with +1 damage. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I think let's do that. Keep up the pressure. So we could really pop off damage. We're gonna go for like some burst damage. Aggressive energy. I don't know what I'm gonna do that too though. Aggressive energy. Should we do that? Let's take a look at the card. I mean, it's a wild. At worst, we use it for the other stuff as a kicker. Let's put it in one, just to, like do 4 damage with firepower. We can add in warrior skill. Yeah, the attack uses 1 addition. This will pop up firepower as well. We can add this. Yeah, so it can be more like just buffing up firepower to do potentially with aggressive energy and worse. It can do 5 damage 3 times. So it can do 15 with 1 firepower, and maybe running gun after that will like finish the rest, right? So that can be a burst damage that we're shooting for with the deck. Oh, and keep the pressure. I forgot. Yeah, so that can do 6 for each hit with a firepower. So it can do 18 damage. So and then keep the pressure can also search for our savage attack. So we do 18 plus a 5. That's 23. That will kill any villain for a pretty cheap cost, right? Only 2 costs here, 1 cost there. Yeah. So that okay. I'm kind of seeing the vision there. I think that would be our end game like kill. Maybe we can add 1 more of this just in case, I guess. And then we can finish up with some allies here. So we can put in some basic allies. Let's put in Nick. Make the deck solid. Let's put in Ironheart. I think Ironheart's good. It's just a solid basic ally because we don't have the power of aggression here, so we're okay with basics. I think that's it with the aggression allies. Let's just add in 3 more basic allies. Gambit, just put in some solid ones here for the encounter or for the flip down. And we'll just put in 2 more allies. Who should we put, guys? Grant Ward. Do we want that healing? Let's do it. We can take the damage here. We put Grant Ward. And then we can put Professor X for some more confused. Yeah, all right. That's it. That's the deck. All right. Let's just do, I don't know. What do we call this deck? Aggression Venom. I'm not as excited about this deck. I don't know if I'll play this deck, but I can see the vision here. We're just setting up. Everything's just like your reliable standard cards. And then once we get enough to go firepower or for keep the pressure. Oh, we can dig for firepower, keep the pressure too. So yeah, we just want to keep the pressure for firepower to do 18 damage and then do something else on the last turn, like Yarm or something like that. And then that would just finish the villain off. Yeah, so that's like so let's put this as our aggression deck. All right, we're down to the last one. We're down to Drax now. Hadash says, for me, what defines Venom is adaptability. That's why I decided to play leadership with him personally. Yeah, I can see that. Like, he does a lot of different things. He can definitely like do a lot. I just don't like that he's already splitting himself thin with the weapons. Like, you have to have weapons with him. So like for leadership, I feel like you're splitting yourself like by playing allies and the ally upgrades on that, but you still need to get the multi-gun out and you still need to get his pistols out. So like that's my like hesitancy for like any type of build with Venom that's not like leaning more into the weapons. But okay, let's finish off here with Drax, guys. Comic says 1 more way to boost firepower is directed force, but that'll only work on that card. Oh yeah. Let's leave that out because it only works on firepower. We want more like overall stuff because the aggressive energies can at least work on the other attack events as well. Oh, I forgot to share a tap. Okay, so we're here now. All right, guys, let's finish up the stream. We're almost done. We got Drax here. I think this went way longer than I planned, and I can't speak anymore soon. So okay, Drax here. What is the best aspect? Gotta be protection, right? Let's just ask you guys, and we'll do whatever the chat says. Best aspect for Drax. Aggression. Justice. Leadership. Protection. All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think here. We'll look at some Drax decks. Let's see. Decklist. I mean, I feel like you guys are gonna vote protection, right? I think protection is winning right now. I think it's gotta be protection. So let's share this tab here. And then what are some cards that we want in a Drax protection deck? I think we leading blow is so good for Drax, right? What leading blow? Any new cards that are like recent? Probably not hidden based because he doesn't flip down. Is what doesn't kill me? Is that a good? I think what doesn't kill me is really solid for Drax. We need to have that. Like he wants readies, he wants some healing. Is there any newer cards? Limitless strength. Ooh, come get me, Bub. Yeah, come get me, Bub. Limitless stamina, right? Is that, or is it limitless strength? Yeah, limitless stamina, because that's a triple research for Hulk. I think you mean limitless stamina. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Comico says protection is great for him, but Psychic Mantis and ready them both is good too. Oh yeah, yeah. If you guys vote Lucia now, do the Psychic Mantis build. But it looks like protection is winning right now. 100% of the votes are all for protection. Hadash says, thank you for the stream, by the way. It's a real pleasure to follow. Awesome, man. I'm glad that you're enjoying the series. Yeah, it's kind of like a slower week right now. In Marvel Champions. We're just all waiting for that Daredevil article. So yeah, I don't mind doing these. And it's fun. Like that deck that we built earlier for Gamora looks really fun. And that may be making me like Gamora more, who's a hero that I don't really like. So yeah, these are very fun for me to do as well. Yeah, Okamiko said leading blow limits, stamina, come get me buff. Drax might also like shake it off and night nurse. Okay, let's do this first. Let's see if there's a lot of decks that have this. Okay, only one page. So okay, I can add some of those other cards and see that. Night nurse, yes. I think he needs night nurse. Like he's staying up in here for him. We don't want to get stunned. We're down to that's crazy. We're down to 8 decks now. Hadash says we all want the news. Where's the arc? Dude, I really thought it would have been last week. It's still not coming. I don't know what's going on with that. Nariano says production Drax multiplayer. What I can do is all day and Indomino multiplayer. Yeah. And he can ramp vengeance counter so fast. Yeah. I think multiplayer he plays a lot better. I should probably play him in a 2-handed game, but I'm not a fan of him. So okay, let's see here. Should we do shake it off? I don't remember what that does, but let's put in. Is that the tough one? Only 3. Okay, let's do this deck because only 3 decks here. So, okay, no allies. I think that's fine for Drax. He can't afford them. First aid to heal Mantis could be really good. Come get me Bub. I think that's solid. Leaning blow, solid. Shake it off is when it takes damage and attack, give a character tough. That could be, yeah. I think that's good with Drax. I think we'll put this deck right here. Power in all of us. Why is it power in all of us? Symbiote. I don't like that with Drax though. I don't like that here. I think I like everything except for the power in all of us and symbiote suit. Because this is essentially just to play the Helicare and symbiote suit, right? I mean, it could be for this too, but like this card's just bad anyways. Let's look at the other decks. Because the other decks also have the cards that we want. Symbiote suit, Helicare. Okay, all right, let's do another deck. Come on, no symbiote suit. No symbiote suit. I hate the suit. Oh, okay. And so the power novels, we got this. I like this. Yeah, I think this would be our Drax build here. Maybe no CITT because I feel this card's not that good either. But everything else, I mean, it's just Drax. I mean, there's no allies or anything. There's not much research generators or anything. But Drax can't afford them. He doesn't work that way anyway. So I think this is solid for what he wants. So we'll do here protection for Drax, and then let's honorable mention leadership psychic because I think that's a super solid build. I think who built a deck for that? Was it Villain Theory? We can just use his deck if it was Villain Theory, Drax, and then we go leadership. Was it this one? Noble Sacrifice. That's funny. No, this is no sacrifice. I'm gonna shout this out deck too. Oh, yeah, I remember this deck. Yeah, this deck looks fun too. Because it's like you discard an ally and then you get the tough. So you like sacrifice him as Drax to like have Drax get the tough sass card to take attacks from the villain. So that's fun. I do want to do a Psychic Mantis deck though for another honorable mention. Did I share the right tab, guys? Did I share this deck? I meant to share it. So this is the deck I just entered. Congo says they're waiting for Daredevil Born Again season 2 with news of that. When is that coming out? Is that soon? I don't even know when that's coming out. The power knowledge is for CITT. Yeah, but it's still not that many targets though, right? Like CITT is a waste of resources to play and to have on a table. It's just a bad card, I feel like. The Adipose TV. Hey, long-time viewer, first time tuning in live. Yeah, I've seen you a long time ago, dude. Welcome to the first live stream. Villain Theory's deck was Noble Sacrifice. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, it's not the Psychic deck, but I think this is still a cool concept with Drax, right? Getting toughs with no sacrifice so that he can take attacks to the face, and then the allies do authority, of course, but then he can build his vengeance count from taking attacks to the face because he needs to get hit himself to get the vengeance counters. But let's do the Mantis deck here. Where we gotta do advanced search. Let's do psychic. And this would be my other honorable mention for Drax, because you guys voted for protection. 100% of the votes in protection for Drax, so that would be our deck for the recommended way. Let's do this one. Tank and spank. Yeah, just straightforward here. Mantis, command team her. Yeah, definitely that's cool. She heal more. First aid on her. And limit stamina for Drax, of course. Side by side. Oh, yeah, side by side is really good too. And suit ups. Yeah, let's do this deck. There's not too much for Drax that I think you can optimize, I think. So, all right, that is Drax here. We have protection Drax as the best way to play him, voted by the chat, and then 2 leadership decks here. I think leadership has some unique ways with the tough, and then Mantis healing a lot. Nora Antler says energy shield for Mantis and 1 med team. Energy shield for Mantis. Oh yeah, yeah. That's not in this deck, is it? Do you have a deck that has that? That's really good. Let me see. Yo, don't have energy shield here. Yeah, energy shield is really good. I don't even know we need med team, to be honest. Energy shield by itself is really bonkers. I mean, med team can be good to heal up Drax himself. Energy shield 0 cost. You can heal up Mantis or prevent her from taking damage. No. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because you have to exhaust Mantis as a cost. Exhaust and D1 damage her as a cost. It's before the cost arrow. So damage to her must be dealt, I believe, right? Does it have to be dealt? No, it says if you have to take damage, then it is. I think it works. I think it works, actually. Because you can still deal... Yeah, I was wrong. It works. Because you can deal damage. Even if she doesn't take it, the damage is still dealt. Yeah, so if they have a tough, the damage is still dealt. It's just she can't take damage if it says take one. So it actually works, yeah. Should I look for a deck? Okay, let's look for a deck there. We'll honorable mention that as well. Let's do... how do we go back? Here. Protection. And then we'll do... It's on the right tab. We'll do energy shield. Is there any energy shield decks with Drax? There's 1 page only. We do my name Jeff here. Okay, we got energy shield, we got energy barrier, lane, but I think that's the standard set there with that. Kevin Carr says, hey, Web-Warrior Fanatic, hope your days has gone well. Thank you, man. My day is going really well because it's starting off a live stream, so that's always a fun way to start off my day and my week. I hope you're having a good day as well. Okamo said, a single med team is 4 ER. Hughes Mantis 18 damage from Drax over time, so I see the appeal. Yeah, true. Does this have med team? This does not have it. Let's find one with med team. I'll put that as an honorable mention too. Do we have one? No depth energy shield and med team. I prefer energy shield, so I'll do one with energy shield here. We're not building a Drax deck, guys. Sorry. Let's just do this one. I think this one's fine. Okay, so another honorable mention here for Drax. All right, guys. All right. Oh, I didn't show it. All right, guys. That is it. That is it. This is the longest live stream ever. Okay, we got this one. Adipose says, random question, was watching your suit down Hulk video today. Wonder if you'd be tempted to add in the new leadership cards to that deck. Avenge Me, Avengers Compound, Recruitment Drive. Yes. Yeah, I think Avenge Me is a super underrated card. I want to do a deck build using that card more, actually. I think Avenge Me for sure goes in that deck. Yeah, because we equip to ally. When the ally is gone, we draw 2. Avengers Compound, I'm not sure. I'm not as sold as Avengers Compound and Recruitment Drive for the deck. Probably not Recruitment Drive. Probably not. Yeah, I would say no to Recruitment Drive because it's an RTE only play card. Here, I can go over the cards here for you guys to see while I'm talking about them. Let me see here because they're all in Hercules pack, so we can pull up all heroes. Let me see here. Comico says, "Come get me, bub." Also combos with anticipation. What is anticipation? Oh man, I gotta pull up that card too. Anticipation. Oh, what is this card? I don't remember seeing this card ever before. In Valkyrie's hero pack. Okay. One card's like, when you engage your main discard card, write up your hero. Come get me, bub. Oh yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, you get the tough, you write up with Drax too. Yeah. I was thinking Avenge Me would help the draw. Yeah, I agree. I think Avenge Me is really good. Yeah, let's take a look at this again. So I think Avenge Me, I definitely would include in that Hope deck. Yeah, you give them allies, you draw more cards. That's really solid. Play only if you have the Avenger trait, so we played that. Yeah, that's for sure. I would put this in. The other cards, I would not put Recruitment Drive because it's a triple resource, or it requires 3 resources, and it's alter ego form only. So it would feel really bad if I have a triple in hand, the limitless strength for Hulk, because you can only spend that in hero form. That's hero form only. This is alter ego form only. I'd rather just play the ally out and sell that. So I feel like there's anti-synergy with that. And then like this actually you can use in hero form or alter ego. But like, I don't know, we really want to recur Moon Girl. So this doesn't really help with Moon Girl because you reduce her costs. And we want to just play her, paying her cost with mental resource instead. So I'm not a big fan of this card for that. And then what's the other card that you said? Avengers Compound. That's a 0. Yeah, this card right here. You can tuck an ally from your hand. This could be good. Yeah, I think this, you could make a case for this. Yeah, I don't think I think I probably still wouldn't because I feel the deck space is really tight on that deck. But you could this card could be very good. This I would definitely put in some Avenge Me's in that deck though. Okamko says I'm still waiting to try Spider-Man Peter Parker deck with Web Live Destiny and Avenge Me for maximum card draw. Ooh. Oh yeah, Avenge Me. Avenger and Web Warrior. Ooh, that could be really fun. Maybe that's when I'll play Avenge Me. Because I do really want to try Avenge Me. Yeah, that's awesome. I think I want to try that deck. Yeah. We're going to try this too. Yeah, that looks really fun. The Apple says thanks. Yeah, man. Yeah, just ask me any questions if you have any. I'm glad I was able to help. And thank you so much for being a long time supporter of the channel. I remember your comments from like back in the day. Let's okay. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's finish this. Let's wrap this up. So we have wave 3 now. Start with Rocket Raccoon. Protection. Good protection. Star-Lord leadership. Gamora protection. Venom aggression. Drax protection. We have 4 protection out of the 6 heroes. Venom, aggression, and then Star leadership. That's crazy, guys. Protection just like, it's like crazy. Like, I don't know how much I can express. The amount of archetypes that protection has is just insane. Like, different ways to play. Because leadership has a lot of different archetypes, but they're all ally-centric. Protection has this way different stuff. And I think that's why, right? Because we have tech protection here for Rocket Raccoon. We have alter ego ready for fight protection here with Groot. We have defense here, more alter ego stuff with Gamora, right? And then we have ready at protection with Drax. Right? We don't even have perfect defense for any of these. And like if they want to play perfect defense, that'll also be a protection archetype. So crazy. But yeah, that is our list here for today with the Wave 3 Garden Heroes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. As a bonus, because I have time here, let's actually really quickly build a Peter Parker Spider-Man tech. Because Okamiko just has really cool idea of Avenge Me with Web of Life Destiny. So I want to do that. Let's do that. So let me see here. Kevin Carr says, within this wave and with these decks in mind, how would you rank the heroes compared to each other? This wave and the decks in mind, how would you rank the heroes? Ooh, okay. Let's do a little ranking real quick, really quickly here. Sorry, I can't speak anymore. We gotta end this stream quick because I am running out of the speaking ability. How would I rank the heroes compared to? Do you mean can you follow with that? Let me know. Do you want power ranking or you mean like fun wise? Like how do you want me to rank these heroes in this wave? Oh, but let's go ahead and do this Spider-Man deck really quick because I really want to do this. All right, just have. I'm excited to. We're building a nut. This is our 3rd deck that we built on this stream. Crazy. All right, so Okamiko's idea is Avenge Me. So this is a card you only play if you have the Avenger trait. It's a new card. You give to Allen as if you draw 2 cards. And then with the Web of Life and Destiny, when a Web Warrior ally is played, you choose a player and you can draw a card. So you're getting so much card draw, you can Avenge Me on a Web Warrior ally. So his name is deck Okamiko's. Okamiko. Did I do that correctly? Yes, okay, cool. So because you guys know I love Spider-Man, we got a build deck like this. So we have this. We need suit ups because I want to suit up for the War Degree Web. I think we do pretty standard, right? Let's put in some Web Warriors. Within the waves. Okay, let me see. Okamiko says, what I meant earlier with leadership and recurring allies is that leadership can recur single ally in so many ways, while other aspects can't play one same event as consistently. True. Yeah, there's not enough like recursion for other cards other than allies for leadership. Yeah. Kamiko says, I don't know what WIP means. Blue Spider-Man deck for reference. Okay, let me check out your deck. Let's see here. Oh, okay, you already have it. Okay, never mind. I don't need to build the deck then. There's already one here. Okay, so we got Avenge Me. We got the Web-Warrior lineup. We got yeah. I don't need to build deck anymore. It's fine. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, Avenge Me. That could be fun. Yeah, I really like this. Kevin Carr says power. Okay, a work in progress. WIP. Thank you, Adipose, for clarifying that. Okay, work in progress. Gotcha. Yeah, I can give some. Okay, let me see. What would I change? I don't like player sizing with Spider-Man. I feel like it's a little bit annoying for him to play it and then clear it because he doesn't clear it in one go. He needs an ally. Like I like it more Venom because Venom has a multi-gun and he wants a multi-gun. And for Spider-Man, I feel like he doesn't like he rather I just prefer playing the helicarrier straight up or Quinn carry than like build supporting it out. And other heroes I prefer to build support it out because Spider-Man's got the economy going on, so he can easily just play the cards himself. So if you need more deck space, I would take this out. I think everything else looks really solid though. I really like the Avenge Me combo there. Yeah, you got one card with word grab, you got suit ups. Yeah, so I feel like I feel like it's a pretty solid deck. You can add a Moon Girl for a suit up recursion because you have cleared your purpose here for that. But yeah, I feel the deck's pretty sound the way it is. Maybe the mansion just because Peter Parker's always good with mansion because he has so much economy. Yeah, okay, let's go back here. So Kevin wanted me to rank this in power. Let me see. So really quickly here, power for the decks that we picked, right? So not just the hero, but like for these specific decks. I would say Star Leadership #1. Right, that deck is just really powerful. The Drax deck's going last. I think that's just a byfactor of Drax being weak. Even in protection, like with his best deck. I think in multiplayer, this can pop off. I think in true solo, it's never gonna beat like Expert Ronin, right? Even with like the best luck. So I think Drax protection is last here. And then I think the Rocket deck I haven't played. The Gamora deck, I don't know because I haven't played. I feel like the Gamora deck is so unique. I don't know how it's gonna play. So that's probably somewhere in the middle. This, I feel like it's also somewhere in the middle. Let me take a look again at this Rocket deck. Let's see. What are we doing here with the Rocket deck? We are energy shooting to draw more. Yeah, I feel like the Rocket deck is nice. I feel like the Rocket deck is nice. I don't know if it overtakes Gamora or Venom though. That's tough to say. Okay, I would say Star-Lord #1. We'll go because the Venom deck just has a lot of staples. So we'll go. Do we go? Let's go Star-Lord #1. We'll do Gamora 2, Venom 3, Groot 4, Rocket 5, and Drax 6 is how I'll rank these decks in power, like compared to each other. I feel it's a little bit hard for me to say though. Like this is for sure #1. I think the Rocket deck is probably one of the most fun decks though from this wave that we looked at. It's probably one of the most fun ones. I just don't know if it's as consistent with the team of card, but team of cards are just super fun. So yeah, I think this is one of the better decks of the list here, but probably not one of the most powerful ones just because Rocket's kind of squishy. I think the Groot deck is strong with Ready for Fight. I think the Gamora deck is really fun. I don't know how it will play. I think it'll play good against most scenarios, just maybe not like the tougher ones, but I want to test it against one of the tougher ones. Like a villain that you could go with less tempo. So I think it can be really powerful though if it's popping off. And the Venom deck, I think it's solid because it just has like it just has like your staple card. Right? Helicarrier, couldn't carry. You got Nick Fury, you got Professor X. You just have your staple cards. So maybe Venom 2. Maybe Venom 2. Yes. So we'll say Star-Lord 1, Venom 2, Gamora, and Groot. I don't know. They're kind of I think the Groot deck is more staple. Gamora is probably stronger as a hero. I don't know. Yeah. So it was Starler 1, Venom 2, Gamora 3, Groot 4, Rocket 5, and then Drax last. Yeah. Kevin says, "Thank you. It's cool to see the wave compared to itself." Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't really know about like how to rank the decks, but that's my effort for trying that. So hopefully that was informative. But okay, all right, guys, that is it for this live stream. Okay, we finished, guys. Man, this one's almost 3 hours. Hopefully we don't do much 3 hour streams in the future. But we built like so many decks here. We built a Gamora deck that took the longest. We built a Venom deck. Actually, we only built 2 decks. What am I doing? Yeah. All right. We built 2 decks though, but that was fun. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream and for building that Gamora deck with me because I would have never had the idea to build those decks. I really want to try that deck. We'll try it soon. I want to try to shoot for this week for trying that deck, and then we'll see what villain that I face. I gotta think of like a good one to showcase the deck a little bit because I don't know if it works against every single villain. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Out of Post, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for chatting, helping me create this deck, guys. I appreciate all you guys. It was tons of fun. Hope you guys have a really good start to your week. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week around the same time, like Monday morning, give or take a little bit earlier or a little bit later. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. And yeah, I'll see you guys all next week for the next live stream.